Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and today we're mainly just going to be gold farming with the gold Sphinx. Of course, no new content to come out, but that means we have plenty of time to go grind, so that is exactly what we'll be doing. Other than that, we'll just be messing around with teams, chilling, and all that good stuff. Anyways guys, hope you've all been having a good Friday so far. Weekend soon TM, next update soon TM, streaming has finally started. And other than that, yeah, not much to really mention. Next week is going to be Silverglade, so we'll have Christine next and all that, which could be nice. New legend coming in as well. Soon after that, I'm not certain if next Friday is Treasure Gnomes or not. If so, of course, we'll be doing that next weekend. But anyways, let's get to farming, because I do want to try getting to a minimum, absolute minimum, 3 million gold by the end of the stream. Ideally even higher than that, but 3 million is probably the more realistic goal to set. So let's go and do just that. I think we're going to start off actually on casual PvP and clear through these. If we could actually get an easy battle, that'd be good. There we go. That's a bit too easy, but I'll take it. So we can get some Rowan farming in there, or the Sphinx, I mean. Well, same difference. They're going to be using a Rowan regardless. Pretty much any quick team we're going to be doing will be using Rowan. Very few would bother using not her. I almost killed him with just skulls alone. That is pretty sad. Though with those kind of stats, that would happen. 28 poke skulls is all we need. Apparently. I should probably take anything that's 7,000 or below, actually. Also, why are the scores so much higher today than they were yesterday? We had like such ridiculously easy ones earlier. Yes, hello everyone. Hello Umberto. Hello Danny. Hello Churros. Hello Peter. Hello Vanguard in the house. Hello F. Nielsen. And hello Abdella. Welcome. Hey, you made it to stream. Glad you can make it. Alright, we'll just throw this down and go into everything else. But yeah, if you guys have anything you want me to go over, anything about anything, just let me know and we'll make sure to do so. Otherwise, our main goal is gold farming for today. And we're pretty much going to be in PvP the entire time, I would expect. I guess we'll go for this battle. It's a little bit higher durability, but should still wipe out in a single cycle. Oh, we even got Treasure Gnome. I've yet to get a vault key off of Treasure Gnome for like 3 weeks now. Pretty much since the event, obviously. So, yeah, we've been going pretty dry on it. Well, actually, I don't know if we've actually been going dry on it. The drop rate of it's so ridiculously rare, so it's hard to tell sometimes. Okay, let me go for the double just in case that's not enough damage. And there we go. So what do we get? Can we get a vault key? Anything good? Nope. What a horrible way to start it. But at least we did find one. That's better than not finding one, I guess. Do we have 2 redeem codes today? Yes, we have 2 today, 2 tomorrow. Not sure what intervals we'll hand them out at, but yes, we will be having 2 codes today, tomorrow, and probably 2 to 3 on Monday, next Monday. Next Monday, as I mentioned a couple times now, is the 2-year anniversary of the channel. It's technically the date I consider as the start of the channel. So, yeah, that's right around the corner. We're not doing anything too special, but we'll have a few more redeem codes than what we would normally have. Trying to get Salty to make some special ones, but she didn't end up doing that earlier. So if she doesn't do it on Monday, instead of having special codes, I'll just have more codes instead. Because I think they wouldn't mind me doing that for that occasion. But yeah, hopefully Salty gets back to me. Otherwise, we'll just be handing out... I'm either handing out 2 codes that are slightly bigger, or 3 codes. 3 codes if she doesn't give me anything, or 2 codes that are slightly bigger if she does. And by bigger, I mean the ones that she normally gives that have, like, runic trait stones and the minor trait stones and stuff like that. Come on, let me click. Hitman is so sensitive with the clicking. What can you put together with War? War is not particularly good, unfortunately. He was the first mythic ever added to the game. He was rebalanced a couple times. In the most recent rebalance he had, he actually got nerfed with his buff. They meant to buff him, but they nerfed him while buffing him, which they have done many times before. And then they never, like, readdressed the troop. So he's in a really weird state at the moment. But as far as a War is concerned, I would not really bother with him in most situations. If you are going to use him, synergizing it with a Queen Jezebel is generally a really good idea. Either Queen Jezebel or Cauldron, or both. Hero Cauldron, you get 40 brown, 40 green hero mastery. It doubles the attack of a troop, which is obviously really good with War, since his attack, or his magic damage, his ability damage, is based on the amount of attack he has. And of course, same thing with Queen Isabel. She's good with things that tend to get a really high attack, and War is definitely something that likes to get a really high attack. Wow, again, I almost just killed him with skulls alone. I don't even need anything else. Actually, so much so, let's just kill it with a final skull. And there we go. Didn't even need a cast. And we still get the 2,000 something gold. Could I show some fast Dawnbringer teams, please? Sure. Anything built around in particular? Generally, you just put it behind a Gorgolfa in some team, or putting it to a Dragon AoE team, or something like that. One of my classic, or one of the more classic ones I love using is the Mercy version of it. This was pretty popular a few patches ago. I'm not sure if people still bother running this, because ever since Divine Isabella came into the game, I think people have been building into that instead. But I've always been a pretty big fan of this team when it came out, and started getting a bit popular. Well, we'll go move that over. It's a Infernus Dawnbringer team, of course, because Infernus is one of the strongest troops currently in the game, so it's a nice thing to synergize with. You don't have to do Infernus, obviously, if you don't have them. You can easily do a different damage source. I believe I used to do something pretty similar to this with a Dragon Soul, actually, instead of Infernus. What do we even move? Also, just going standard Gorgolfa, Dragon Soul, Christine X with a Dawnbringer isn't that bad either. You just rush Gorgolfa, get that down, and then go into a heavy Dawnbringer hit. Yeah, Dawnbringer is really easy to stay alive with. That is for sure. Because it can bury your spam like crazy, especially if you have proper mana generation on your team. It does waste its turn, but it gets so much value from its cast that it doesn't really matter that you waste your turn off of it. Because you're getting damage and barrier. The only thing it's really lacking is any kind of board control or anything like that. And there we go. That's match. Oh, no, almost. One last little poke will do it. I guess we'll just go for the Gorgolfa and try for something to Cascade. Would have Mercied, but we didn't have anything, so we'll just throw another Dawnbringer. And we barely even used Infernus there. I think we cast them once. And, yeah, that's it. You don't even need it there. You can just go Gorgolfa into Mana Generator into just Dawnbringer alone, and you could probably kill out with it. But yeah, as far as other Dawnbringer teams, let's see. Let's go something a little bit more mid-range. So, Gorgolfa... I don't know, do we even really need the Gorgolfa? We kind of don't. I guess we'll go down the Dragon version. I'm not going to switch into the Hero class, unfortunately, right now. Let's go build, like, a weird Dragon Sphinx version. Oh, if we're going to do that, let's go build a... I want to build a really weird team, actually. Since it's Sphinx week, I might as well go use a Sphinx variant of it. How do you spell Sphinx again? Autocorrect, go. Too bad there's no autocorrect in this game. I always want to do it with a Y instead of an I. But that Dawnbringer, and we'll need one actual mana generator, some kind of exploder, some kind of something. Ideally another yellow on the team too. I guess first lock Gorgolfa and put everything behind it. So we'll go do that. It is every color, right? Should be. Yes. Okay, so we'll do it like that. Put the Rowan right there. Do a, actually double brown's probably fine. Either brown, yellow, or double brown. I guess we, you know what? Let me go brown, yellow. Just so we have variety in case he denies out one with whatever he has. And we'll take that. I can't wait till we get a +2 brown, +1 yellow banner. That's actually decent. If I'm not mistaken, that's actually next banner. I forget if that was what it was. But it might have been. Anyways, let's go and get into the battle. Mid-range Dawnbringer for the Sphinx. Also, thank you for your subscribe, Justin, as well as Hasten, like, right before the stream. Also, we're so close. If anyone is new here who hasn't subscribed yet, please do. We are 28 subscribers away from 8,000 subscribers, and I would love if we could reach that by the 2-year anniversary on Monday. We have 3 days, if we count today. Yeah, 3 days until Monday, so hopefully we'll reach it by then. Not sure if we will, but we are very, very close, that is for sure. What do we need to take here? I guess we'll go take yellows, browns, all that. Obviously, that's what we set our banner to. Whenever you use a Gorgolfa, you go and rush him first. Almost every Gorgolfa team runs that way. Very rarely would you use it any other way. Yeah, we have a lot of protection now. We have armor gain off the thing. We have barrier off the other one. And what's nice about armor in this context is with barrier, it is useful against one mechanic in the game, and that is burning. While he's not actually using that mechanic, you cannot lose your barrier to a burn unless you have no armor. And that's the one instance where having armor is somewhat decent. That and, of course, boost ratio troops. But let's go take the blues right there. Go get a Dawnbringer down and just recast that. He's going to take a skull. It's perfectly fine. I'm actually going to cast Dawnbringer first because we're going to waste... Oh, I forgot to take that. We're going to waste damage potential if we cast... the Dawnbringer... If we cast Rowan and then Dawnbringer, it would lose damage potential because Rowan does split damage, and because of that, it'll distribute it'll distribute to the full amount on each one. Whereas if we cast the Dawnbringer when we've already, like, let's say damage is down to 20, we'd end up losing 6 damage right there, as well as on any other troop that we might have over-damaged. Whereas this, if it over-damages it, it just kills it and distributes the damage somewhere else. And then we just take that out, and that's that. And we even get 400 gold off it. Actually, I might as well just start using this, gosh. For some of the PvPs. I was kind of just doing it to show one, but hey, it does what we need it to do. Hello, Techni. Hello, Kavera. Welcome, welcome. And hello, Frag Hunter. Welcome, everyone. Oh, no, never mind. We're up against a Scion. Why did I do this? This was a horrible idea. Figures I would do this, like, right when we're up against something like that. But, oh well, it shouldn't be that bad. It used to be a lot worse. Also, one nice thing about Barrier 2 is he will not be able to trigger his on-skull effect when he takes a skull if we have Barrier on our first slot. On-skull effects do not work if you do 0 damage, or at least ones that say that you need to do damage for it. It says steal mana when it does damage, but if it does 0 damage, it doesn't count as damage. Also, I'm curious what that interaction will be. What will happen if you take a Doom Skull and they have Barrier? Will the Doom Skull proc away the barrier, or will it just add it? I think it adds it, though. What would happen if the Doom Skull triggers into an individual separate skull? Would that skull initially take away the barrier, or what would happen? We'll have to see. It's weird how that will all go down, but we'll, of course, test it once the version comes around. So why did I not buff first? I should have just threw a Sphinx down. I don't know why I didn't. Well, it shouldn't be that big a difference. We'll just go take a skull, I guess. Throw a Dawnbringer at it. He'll mostly just hit barriers. And should be good to go. He'll hit a skull there. Purple. Do we take that? No, because we could probably Cascade if we don't. Let's get rid of green here. Try for the Cascade there. Get a Roban. Dead. Do I know anything about pets? I wish I did. The only thing we really know is it'll take forever to grind them. And that's about it. And that they're coming next patch. And anything else? No, not really. Nope. I know pretty much nothing about pets. Though I have not checked the, Oh, I need to go do that later. I have not actually checked the beta servers for a little while now, though. There could be something under them that I'm not aware of. Though I highly doubt it. But yeah, I don't currently know anything about the pets, unfortunately. We'll go through Dawnbringer down first. Then we'll throw the split damage down. Actually, I might even just take a skull first. If we had that right there, we'd take it on blue. Yeah, we'll take a skull. Just so he doesn't heal. And down it goes for sure. He'll get a barrier, meaning that thing will guarantee survive. I have no way of poking away the barrier. So we'll just go for Growlfa. Get the last little bit of our mana. I guess we'll Dawnbringer first. Doesn't really matter too much what order we do it in at this point. Actually, I guess it kind of did, because he had 33 HP, so I had to Dawnbringer first, or else it wouldn't have gone through. Also, we haven't even hit rank 1 PvP yet? Gosh. We'll definitely be reaching way over that then. Guess I've been playing a bit too much on the casual PvP this week, because casual PvP doesn't actually increase that rating. You still get trophies out of it, only 1 each, but you don't get any rating thing for it, which isn't really that important. Once you reach 1,500, I mean 1,900, you don't really gain much of a benefit unless you're trying for the leaderboard. But the leaderboard it's not really worth doing, because the reward you get for doing so on that leaderboard is pretty trivial. The leaderboard was created like a year and a half ago or whenever it was, so the rewards for it are pretty dated. All it has is trade stones, and these days it is so ridiculously easy to have a lot of trade stones compared to then. Because when it was initially implemented, 4 times game speed did not exist. So it's like 3 times quicker now to farm trade stones than back then. Let's see. What would happen if you use a Guardian on a Doom Skull? It'll just create normal skulls, I would assume. It might create Doom Skulls. I don't know. There are a few troops that do create multiple Doom Skulls. Actually, should we go over all the troops again? We did it a couple times, though I've never actually read over them when we 100% had a confirmation that Doom Skulls were indeed the puzzle quest mechanic, which I assumed it was, but I didn't bother looking at them ever since we got that confirmation that it is. So maybe we'll go bring those back up again. They're on the spoiler thread, and I didn't actually check them recently. Maybe they even changed. Of course, whatever they say is likely not to be the actual final product of what they'll be. The kingdom's still like a month or 2 down the line or so, or whenever they end up implementing it. We don't even know. But they could still be making changes to them, that is for sure. We'll have to see. Okay, he needs to stop getting barrier. We're using Dawnbringer barrier spam, and now we're getting destroyed by barrier. We'll go get this down. And I just need like a few good Dawnbringers on him. He could actually win. We'll get that down. Dawnbringer on Dawnbringer action. And we'll get the blue down. Get the little bit of brown. Skull, do I even bother? Not really. Let's go do that. Hopefully get full mana. Gets full mana. And then Dawnbringer into a poke. Actually, I don't even need a poke. I can just Gorgolfa kill it. And down it goes. Oh, that's funny. I didn't even notice that word either. Gorgolfa's thing is called Doomstones instead of Doom Skull. That's funny. I just now noticed that. Doomstones. That's funny. Anyways, let me go bring that up. I haven't gone over them for a couple weeks now. We did do it a couple times on stream, but again, not since we had that confirmation. So let's go do it again real quick. It'll take like 10 minutes. Pretty sure most people wouldn't mind the spoilers. If so, close your eyes. Shield yourself. Anyways, let me go bring that up real quick. I just need to go find it, and then we'll go over all of them. Let's see. Found it. Let me go move this out. Let me go make a window capture for it. Actually, I already have it made. I just needed to recognize the right window, and we'll be good to go. Window capture. That is the wrong window. That is also the wrong window. Eventually we'll get this. That is the correct window. There we go. Oh yeah, and you can't see it yet. There it is. Oops, that is gigantic. Why is it so large? Oops, that is not what I meant to move either. Oh no! Oh no! I'll need to go fix that. That's probably completely off right now. That is what I need to move. Oh yeah, it is. Wait, hold up. Oh no, I'm moving everything incorrectly. This is why you need to like lock your layers, gosh. I still need to go through and do that eventually. The feature didn't exist when I first made out the whole format for the stream, so nothing is locked in place. And I have like a billion layers that are invisible as well on top of everything, which makes it even harder for all that. Why is this window so large? Okay, let me go shrink down this window or something. Let me see. Move that over. No, I'm trying to shrink the window. Let me shrink it. Is that readable? Let me zoom in some to it. And there's the whole thing, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So let me zoom in some. And that should be good enough. I think 125. Is that good? It should be good. Okay, let's go over this. And I guess we'll just go and drag it down a little bit just so it covers the whole thing. And there we go, close enough. Oops, I overextended it. Oh well. Let's move it up a little. I can't see it while I'm adjusting it, so it's hard to see. But anyways, let's go over some of the Doomskull things. Of course, this link is the, if you're wondering what on earth we're looking at, it's the first link in the description. Has all these spoilers on it. But let's see, where is all the new kingdom stuff? Here they are. The new banner, oh no, it wasn't that. It's a +2 brown, +1 purple, -1 yellow is the new banner that's coming in from the new kingdom. So that's what it's going to end up being. But, oh, we even have an image for one of them now. Before we had absolutely zero image for any of them. But, let's see. So, let's just go through them. Epic Troop. This could be the Kingdom Epic, possibly. It deals magic plus 4 damage to an enemy and reduces their attack by 5. Deal triple damage if there are a monster. So, apparently just a standard monster counter. Fortitude. Is that a different one? No. Yes, it's off a dwarf. Interesting. So it's like a dark dwarf. Oh, yeah, it's dark dwarfs from, that's funny. It's a dark dwarf from the Puzzle Quest series. They really do take a lot from their Puzzle Quest series. But yeah, that makes perfect sense with Puzzle Quest. Interesting. So yeah, it's just a standard monster counter, which is interesting because one of the other dwarves is also a monster counter. So I guess dwarves are just anti-monster, apparently. Also anti-dragon, based on their lore from the thing. Anyways, legendary. This is one of, I believe, 2 legendaries from the kingdom. It transforms yellow gems to blue, and transforms red gems to doom skulls. That is a lot of doom skulls. Could you imagine having a board of 20 red, and converting all of that over into alignment with skulls? That is... That alone... Let's just say there's 20 reds on the board. Or let's say 15. Let's underdo it. 15 times 5. That's what? That is 75? Yes, 75. That is 75 damage just in Doomskull. Plus it explodes the entire board. Yeah, that is going to be very, very ridiculously over-the-top strong. You're never going to be seeing a Isabella ever again. No, you're still going to see her. But, yeah, if you thought Isabella was strong, that is like 10 levels above an Isabella. It does have 18 mana cost, so it's slightly higher, but it's getting explosion per Doomskull. So it's basically a full board explosion. It's basically a world breaker for 18 mana costs, except it only hits first slot instead of the entire team. So that's basically what that is in a nutshell. But on top of that, it has immune to freeze, which is good, so no Queen Mabs. New armor type, which is ice armor for 65% reduction, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the highest reduction that is not unique. I mean, that is not a unique trait, which means any troop could have that trait. But yeah, 65% reduction is ridiculously high. That's basically Gorgolfa, essentially. And on top of that, he also gains 3 attack when an enemy matches skulls, which actually isn't that relevant because he's going to be so spammy that you're not giving the enemy any turns. It's just going to be your turn the entire time. So his final trait doesn't really do much, but Ice Armor basically is his trait then at that point. So other ones, let's see. We have ourselves a Ice Bomb. Really? What's with all the bombs? So then again, in the past, they have been pretty good. This thing's an ultra rare. It explodes 2 gems, freezes a random enemy, and gain an extra turn. Automatic extra turn. First bomb with an automatic extra turn. Only problem with this is it does no damage, so it's probably not going to be that relevant. It's a smaller amount of explosions on Firebomb, and it doesn't do any damage. It also doesn't have Empowered. Also, it's 11 mana cost. What are they thinking? I think it's going to be so useless. Okay, that's a bit weird. Why? Is that a thing? Oh, wait. It doesn't kill itself. Never mind. Okay, my bad. It doesn't kill itself when it casts. Okay, that's why it's like that. I was going to say, that looked really, really weird. But now it makes slightly more sense. He's not horrible then. Still not particularly good, but not horrible. But at least it's an extra turn explosion. Actually, is there an extra turn multi-explosion automatic? Yes, Fizzbang. That is the only one currently. But this one has a 100% chance, so it's only 2 explosions, which isn't really that many. Anyways, next one. Yellow-purple epic. This could be the Kingdom Epic, though the previous one seemed like it would be more so. But it doubles the number of blues on the board, and then doubles the number of brown. So a double-double. Also, it's Ice Troll. Okay, I see a troll. So are they just going to start adding double trolls because one troll wasn't enough for a single double? But yeah, that's a double-double now. And it's immune to Frozen, has summons Ice Storm when an enemy dies, which is pretty decent. And of course, the standard troll regeneration. Next one is the common from the kingdom. I believe there's only one common within the kingdom. It deals magic plus 2 damage and then creates 7 blues. So basically just like Rockworm, just like that one bird thing, except this one is for blue instead of brown or green. Which could be decent. It's immune to freeze, so you can't be you can't have your loop undone. Let's see. The next one. Another legend. This could be the Kingdom Legend. Then again, there's 2 Kingdom Legends, so I guess they're automatically Kingdom Legends. but deals magic +4 damage to the 2 strongest enemies, and transforms all blue gems to Doom Skulls to boost the effect. That's not going to be as powerful as that previous troop, but definitely could have potential. Oh, never mind. Yes, he is. I didn't read his final trait yet. Creates a Doom Skull on 4 times or 5 times matches. Yeah, never mind. That's going to be very strong. Because if you can just keep doing extra turn spam, you can just keep taking Doom Skulls over and over again, and then take the Doom Skulls for mana generation, clear out the board, go from there. And yeah, that's actually going to be very, very strong. Just quite a few synergies we could do with that too. Because you can use, oddly enough, you can use Doom Skulls as mana generation. It's going to be the first time within this game that you're going to be able to use skull-oriented teams that are capable of naturally mana generating. Of course, you normally have double converts, the ones that do convert into skull and convert into mana, to do that same thing. But now you'll actually be able to do it just from actually just manually taking skulls from the board. But, yeah, definitely pretty decent. There's another guy over here, though this is probably coming from a later event, I would assume, since it's so much further down. But it deals... we also have no clue when any of this is coming, by the way, as you can kind of tell by the fact that it's in 2019. Obviously, it's not coming in 2019. It's coming in, like, a month or two. But, deal magic +3 damage to the weakest enemy. Transforms all skulls to Doom Skulls, which doesn't actually do much, because you wouldn't be able to get any alignment off that. This just makes the skulls more dangerous. And that doesn't really seem like he's going to be that good because he doesn't have an automatic extra turn. So you could easily give the enemy all of that value. So yeah, I don't really think you would ever use that troop. It seems pretty counterproductive. And that's it. And of course there's just all the other stuff. But that's just everything from the new kingdom that's going to be coming in. But yeah, the 2 legends definitely seem really solid. What did they have that had Doom Skulls that wasn't the legends though? Other than the guy that we just read that was useless. There's only 4 of them. 1 was useless. 2 of them was a legend. What was the one that wasn't a legend? This guy. Create 7 Doom Skulls, summon a... Oh, I didn't read this one earlier. Creates 7 Doom Skulls, summon a Dwarven Zombie, or a Slayer Ghoul. Okay. That's not horrible. Wait. Mana cost of 3? What? Hold up. That can't be right. Am I missing something here? That's probably not correct, I would assume. 7 Doom Skulls and a summon for 3 mana is a bit overkill. If that actually is his ability, that is insanely powerful. Because you get... if your Doom Skulls even explode anywhere, you'd get his mana right back. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just a mistyping or going to be changed. There's no way they're going to release that with 3 mana cost. And if they do, it's going to be ridiculously powerful. But yeah, we'll see. Anyways, that was the other one I forgot to go over. But yeah, there's only 4 things that create Doom Skulls. Only 3 viable ones. That guy and the 2 legends. At least that guy will be pretty easy to obtain. And if it's even remotely similar to that amount of mana cost, that is going to be really, really, really over-the-top value. Though they could backfire pretty easily, but still, if it doesn't backfire, you're good to go with that. That is for sure. Anyways, that's all that. I just wanted to go over them real quick. A little tangent. Since we're not really doing too many other interesting things, might as well go and spoil all of the things coming in New Kingdom. Of course, all those things could be changed. And in the case of that one that we just read with 3 mana costs, there's no way they're releasing it like that. Good morning, Chris Border. Hello, Twitch as well. Also, hello, JZG. Oh, JZG, you're finally here. I've been meaning to ask you, how much did you end up spending when you got first place the other week? How many gems did you spend? I've been very curious, but you're only ever here on like the Friday and Saturday morning stream. Or at least you haven't been on the nightly streams for a while. I just guess it's because of time zones and such. But yeah, how many gems did you spend to get first place? We've been curious, or I've been curious. I assume a few other have been curious as well, but yeah, if you know, let me know. Because I am very interested in that, because I'm thinking about doing it on one of the weeks. I'm just not certain when. And I want to gauge how many it will actually cost when we do end up doing that. Also, I should probably go switch into a real team now. I was just doing this to show it for a budget Dawnbringer team when it was asked. And if anyone else still has any other questions, let me know if I missed anything. Is it possible to change banner in Arena? No. It used to be possible, but then they removed the ability to do banner. But then they, for whatever reason, left a weird glitch where there's now a brown-blue banner constantly there. And they said, actually, I think in their last Q&A, that it's actually not a glitch. The glitch that is not a glitch, apparently. Oops, why did I let that happen? I could easily stop that. But, yeah, that's, I don't think supposed to be intended, but they said it was intended, which is weird. But, yeah, brown-blue banner is always active in Arena, and there's no way to change it. There used to be, but there is no more, or no longer a way. And for a short duration of time, there was actually no banner at all within Arena. But now it's just perpetual brown-blue. Also, hello, Durade. Welcome. Oh yeah, Doom Skulls are going to be very, 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 very excessively powerful. I'm not sure how they're going to balance it, but they're going to need to balance it, like, soon after the patch comes out. I don't think they realize how much stronger Doom Skulls will be in Gems of War compared to Puzzle Quests. But they definitely will within the first day or two on the forums. Not many people will probably mention it. I don't know, we'll have to see. Because there's not too many things creating Doom Skulls, and the natural rate of them coming onto the board is relatively low. It's only like 10%. Like every scroll that comes down has a 10% chance of being a Doom Skull. Also, thank you, Phoenix Dragon, for the subscribe. Much appreciated. Can we win this battle? It's pretty unlikely, given that he's about to go right into that terrain. Because that's going to kill our Rowan. Now all we have is a little Dawnbringer to go use. Well, worst comes to worst, I guess we could maybe rush out his... Never mind, I didn't realize that already died. Yeah, no. I was going to say rush out the Famine with Gorgolfa. That's not happening. Okay, let's go back to a normalish team. By normalish team, I mean rushing everything down with Rowan. With the Sphinx so we get extra gold. Also, the Phoenix Dragon subscribed, and we have the Phoenix on our team. Oh, wait, no, we don't. Wrong team! I was going to say we have a Phoenix on our team. Wrong team, completely. That is not this team. Which is weird. Normally on most of my quick teams, I do use Phoenix. It's one of the strongest quick troops in the game at the moment. Just because of how much value it has. And it pretty much never dies either because of its... it just keeps reviving every single time. We'll go for the green right there, get our mana. Write that down. But yeah, the, where'd it go? We go under our hero thingy. The Firebomb Sphinx team. Well, actually, I'll put a Sphinx on it. Normally, there wouldn't be a Sphinx, but of course, because we got free gold this week, might as well. But there we go, the Sunbird spam team. Might as well. Alright, we're gonna move that over. Yeah, it's still probably one of the top 10 troops in the game. Though then again, there's so many decent troops these days that it's hard to really determine an exact top 10. But, yeah, still pretty high up there. Nice split damage, constantly re-revives, has perpetual firestorm. It's actually, if I'm not mistaken, it's the cheapest trait that has perpetual storm in the game. I'm pretty sure. There's a few other low rarity troops that have it, but none of them are able to place their storm as easily as a Sunbird. All you have to do is cast its ability and it just places the storm. As well as anything dying on your team, so if you use like an empowered firebomb or something, you instantly create the storm out that way as well, which is kind of nice. There's no way you only spent 1,600. Wait, you think you spent 1,800 gems on the last pack and cost 200 and gives... Oh, on the last pack. Oh, okay. I thought you said in total. Okay, that makes sense then, just on the last pack. I was gonna say, if that was in total, then that's like, whoa. No, okay. That makes a bit more sense then. So let's even just say 2,000 then. That's 10 of those. That's 100 battles. How many do we default start with? Okay, that sounds about right then. That sounds about right. And he did go a bit overkill, so I might not need to go exactly that far for when I do it. Okay, that's a good general ballpark then. So that would be about, we could say 3,100 gems. Trying to think of what day on the thing. No, 3,310 gems, I believe is what it comes down to. Somewhere around there. And down it goes. And we'll claim our extra gold. But yeah, 3,310 gems or so, plus you get the 700 back. So let's just say 2,600 or so is how much it cost. And you still get all the other rewards, plus you get the power orb. Yeah, we'll try for it eventually. Even if it costs us almost 4,000. That could maybe be worth it. I'm not quite sure on that. We don't even have a single power orb yet, so it'd be nice to have at least have one, just so we could say we have one. It's the only resource I've never actually obtained in this game so far, because it's so ridiculously rare. There's only one way to naturally obtain it, and it's from getting rank 1, or at least currently, and it's from getting rank 1 on either from Bounty Hunter, Raids, or Invasion. Those are the only 3 ways that you could possibly get a power orb, which is not really that common, or at least as a normal drop. You can actually get it from crafting them too, though they are quite over expensive to craft. And the only reason you would ever craft them is specifically to try to create a Zugoff, and I still don't know if I want to create a Zugoff or not. Oops, why did I take that? I shouldn't have taken that. The only thing I need to go for right now is green and blue, because we just need to get a Rowan to kill it out with, and that'll be that. You're gonna have to bounce. How long until the first code? Soon, TM. I'm not sure when we're actually gonna give out the first code. We will have 2 of them, as I mentioned. Oh yeah, dragon teams are pretty decent at the moment. Or they pretty much always have been. Especially if you can get dragon hero class, or ever since that came out, makes it quite a bit better to use them as well. Oh, don't hit the Rowan. I need that Rowan. How else are we gonna hit him with damage? Okay, so we'll go throw this down on basically whatever we want, just so we get the armor buff on it. Double it up. And good, he didn't hit it again, and that's match off the split. But as far as early game dragon teams, you'd most likely want to run something along the lines of Dragotar, Dragonian Monk, Dragon Soul, and one other troop. Maybe your hero is a Dragon Guard class or whatever else you have laying around. Demonstraxia I wouldn't really advise with too much. I guess earlier on in the game you could get its value out of the burn, but you do have to keep in mind that overall his damage is pretty low relative to almost every other option in the game. But yeah, the burn aspect of it, if you keep getting it, is I guess decent, since 3 damage per turn when you're a lower level does stack up to be a lot of damage over time. Oh, you have Sylvania Moore and Borealis too. Very nice. Though both of those are tend to be used as utility troops. Very rarely would you use them into like a full-blown dragon team. You can get away with it though, of course. But Borealis tends to be used specifically only if you actually need a freeze to take out the enemy team. And the other one, the Sylvania Moore, you mainly just synergize with other AoEs, which I guess with just Dragon Soul would be enough. You also tend to use them a lot as a entangle, of course, if you happen to have them traded. Works pretty decent for that. But, yeah, I would probably say just go with a Dragotar instead of Sylvania Moore. Mainly because you would get better value out of it. Later on in the game, you can get better value out of Sylvania Moore. When you're first starting out at the lower level ranges, you're dealing with lower values to the point where you would be able to get better value from Dragotar's 2x boost ratio per yellow that he destroys. Other than that, I just like using Dragonian Monk just because of how safe it is. Though in most instances, you probably would be able to get quicker wins with just another mana generator than specifically him. He does mana generate, but that's not really his core function. It's, of course, placing barriers. What do we even need to do here? We'll go take the blue over, take a green, get full mana, dead. And that'll be that. If we can get full mana, that is. Really? You're gonna leave us with 1 mana short? That's not good. That's not good at all. We have plenty of damage. We just don't have anything to really follow up with. I didn't mean to get that one up all the way, but apparently we have to go get it down. Wait. That wasn't enough damage? Hold up. Totally thought that was. Yes, it is not. Well, this is definitely enough. If that doesn't kill it, there's something wrong here. There we go. Yeah, but as far as all dragons, something along the line... Oh, that's not the team that I should be fighting. Oh, that's a little bit better. I guess we'll go against this. Let's see. Let's go and all Dragon Team. Dragon Soul. Dragatar. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Dragatar, where are you? Also, do you have a Shadow Dragon? Because that tends to work out pretty good. Same as KrissTigger, some of the bigger dragons out there. They'll stick with what you have, though, of course. Where's Dragatar? It's alphabetical order, too. Where are you? Too many of them start with D. Like, all of them start with D, pretty much. Okay, do that, do that. I guess we'll go with the Borealis, since you do have it. So we'll go use that as a utility. Normally, I wouldn't use that in one of these kind of teams, but it would actually synergize into it. And that would be every color. And then from there, we can go with any other utility that we want. I guess a damage source would be decent. I'm not thinking Demonstraxia, though. I don't know what other ones you might have. KrissTigger would be the first thing I would normally throw into this. But, you know what? Let's just go with the Monk. We'll play it safe. Why not? We'll do this with a double damage source. Should be fine. Let's just type in Monk. Should bring it up. And we'll just go with this then. And use the Borealis just as utility. And set it all in on Dragon Soul. I am going to minus our yellow. That might seem weird, given that we have double yellow. But we can easily get all of their mana generation off of Dragon Soul Explosion. So it's not going to matter. As I say that, we get yellow immediately. But it's mostly not going to matter. And then we'll just take this on a bunch of yellows. Because we're not really taking yellows off the board. We'll want to be taking it with our monks and our Dragatars. And if we are taking yellow, it's specifically from Explosion like that. Well, not much we could do with this. I guess we'll go and get at least double barrier if nothing else. See if we get another Dragatar in there. Yellow, do we take it? We're not frozen on anything, so I guess the answer is yes. Go grab that. Go throw down Dragon Soul. Get down to freeze. Do we even really need a freeze on this instance? We have a 1 in 3 chance we can kill him. I didn't hit him. Okay. Well, we'll go and I guess get ourselves some barrier. Go grab all that. Get ourselves a attack armor buff. Keep getting that up so we don't die and so we one-shot him with skulls pretty much. Yeah, I'll need to go show this on a 3 trophy, I guess, because this is actually getting torn down a little bit too easily due to their lower stats. But, I guess we'll take a skull, why not? Our skull damage is so high that it's pretty much one-shot every time. Even through 80% reduction, we still get the hit. Get the last bit of our mana there. Keep throwing Dragon Soul down. Everything generates back into our Dragon Soul other than Borealis, which is just here for freeze. And, yeah, that's that. Let's go into a slightly stronger battle, though. Not like the meta, but yeah, okay, that'll work. Creeping Death, Dracula's Valkyrie, Corvash should be manageable for this team. You have Vinoxia and you have Celestasia. Neither of those you'd really bother using most of the time. Vinoxia doesn't get used with dragon teams, unfortunately, despite it being a dragon. There's not really any synergy it has within good dragons. It used to be used with Bone Dragon before it got nerfed. But now there's basically no dragons that it synergizes with now that Bone Dragon got nerfed. But as far as Celestasia, you would most likely be better off with Borealis in most instances. Celestasia, they end up nerfing it on one of the patches, and they lowered its gem spawn just a little bit too much. And it's pretty useless these days compared to other options. I wouldn't even really advise using Borealis, but if you don't have any other means of freeze or just dragons in general, it's not horrible. It's just, it's a little bit towards the slower side. But we can utilize its freeze at least to make sure he doesn't get any turns and stuff like that. I don't see any good alignments, so I'm just going to take that, I guess. Get some browns, move all that. Extra turn, apparently. See if we get a Borealis on there just for the freeze. Don't really need it for the damage, but freeze will be fine. Take the green over just so we get the extra HP off the huge trait. Not like that makes much of a difference, but might as well. It's just sitting there. Better than him having it. Go take the red, throw it down again, take a skull because we can. Just laying there. Plus we got the buff, so we hit pretty hard with it as well. And what else do we need? We can go for a triple barrier. Do we really need it at this point? Not really, but we still go for it because it gives us the mana we need. And that'll be that. Anything we do at this point will kill it. So much so we could just do a Borealis and down it goes. Yeah, something along the lines of that would be okay. And that's everything you already have. But you have the barrier to make sure you don't die to higher damage. You have Dragatar to keep you alive with armor, plus attack buff for 1-hit skulls or 2-hit skulls. It gives you some mana generation too. You have Dragon Soul as your core damage source, as well as your core mana generator. It does pretty much everything you would ever need. It's an amazing troop. And you have Borealis as a utility for freeze. And that's basically its only purpose. And I guess for cleaning up a little bit with his last little bit of damage. But it's mainly just for the freeze, if nothing else. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. So it's basically just an entire team built around Dragon Soul, which is generally what you do with a Dragon Soul more often than not, unless you're specifically using him as a mana generator. But let's go claim that. We're not even halfway done with the event yet, though luckily it's a pretty easy one to get done. It just happens to have a lot of kill requirement on it. 750 things in PvP. It's pretty manageable though. Especially if we actually spend all of our time in PvP. But anyways, yeah, there's the Dragon team. It's pretty decent. Not the strongest Dragon team out there, obviously, but it's, other than the Dragon Soul, and I guess other than the Borealis, but everything other than the Dragon Soul from that team can be replaced. Like when we replaced out Dragatar with the Sylvania Mora and stuff like that. The only real big issue is, of course, not having the Dragon Soul, but since you already have it, you have, like, the biggest component out of any Dragon team already done. Oops, why did I do that? I should have done... That was weird. I don't know why I just did that. I should have obviously thrown Sphinx and then thrown the double, because there was no point in doing it the way I did. Anyways, hopefully he will not get Corvash here. No, okay, he did. Luckily I got rid of my mana, if nothing else. But let's go throw this down. Before I do... Oh, we're frozen on red. Wait, but that's not fine, because we're extra turning on blue. Or, I mean, on brown. So that's fine. Let's go and take this down. Hopefully that's enough to wipe. It is. Never mind. I didn't even need to do all that mess. We already had enough damage. Keep forgetting how high Rowan can hit. Rowan still has one of the highest damage attacks in the game, assuming it doesn't get interrupted. Actually, you know what? That might be the highest single target. I never really thought about that. If there was only one troop remaining, it could theoretically hit 3,000 on them. 3,000 damage. Because with 1,000 magic and, actually technically 997 magic, because that's all you would need for it to hit 1,000. But, yeah, with 1,000 magic and 1,000 armor, it can hit over 3,000 to a single troop if there's only one troop remaining. Obviously, you would realistically never do that, but that is definitely really high. There's obviously troops that could hit more than that overall, but to a single target, that is, never thought about it like that. That is actually the highest I think you can do. Because I don't think there's another boost ratio that really goes higher than that. At least in the context of a single target. Oh, he better not do that. Oh, he already got it. Oh, he already got famine. Oh, we already lost. Well then, what a turn. That didn't take long. Good job, Ragnagord. We went from starting a battle to instantly losing in, like, seconds. Oh no, and we're up against a similar team, though this one's slightly less annoying. It doesn't have Ragnagord. Oh good, we actually turned that. That would have been pretty bad if we didn't. There's too many skulls on this board. What do we do? I guess we'll take away the blue. Go grab all that. He'll skull us, but we already used our mana, so it doesn't matter as much. Get the double on it. It's not going to be enough damage, but at least it's going to be a pretty big hit. It's at least enough to kill out first thought. And I guess we go for Sphinx into blue or Sphinx into green. And I think that'll be enough. Or I sure hope it will be. If we can actually get the mana, that is, would be good. I'll go move that down, I guess. Let him take whatever else. Take that over. That's full mana. And there's exactly 12. Perfect. And that's match. And that's way overkill, assuming he doesn't revive. And he doesn't. Good. How much gold do I have? Not much. We're at, like, what, 2.2 million right now? Which is relatively low. Or at least for this late in the game, it's relatively low. But that's mainly because I tend to put all my gold right into the guild. So I don't tend to hold on to my gold much. But I do want to accumulate a few million for before next kingdom comes around. Just so we have enough gold keys. Because currently we don't even have 10,000 gold keys. I believe you need around 20 to 30,000 to get a new common to mythic. And from what we've read, the new common doesn't really seem that good. But I believe there's only 8 troops coming into the kingdom initially. So if we want to 5-star the kingdom, whatever stat it has, it'll probably have like attack or something. But regardless, whatever stat it has, we need to basically max out everything in the kingdom in order to mythic 5, or mythic with all 3 traits in order to get 5-star kingdom. So, yeah, I need, like, double, almost triple the amount of gold keys I have right now in order to do that. While doing so, we're also going to get a lot of the bounty hunter troop to max. Though, unfortunately, I believe the next bounty hunter will be happening prior to the next kingdom. So, unfortunately, we won't have that prior to that. Though, next bounty hunter will be the first bounty hunter. We will have 3 mythics, though. Because we'll have the new one, the Feral Hound, and that first guy that came out, that one warrior guy, that frost brown blue guy, whatever his name is, I forget his name. But yeah, we'll have those 3 as our options, and we'll likely throw it in with a Yagwe and run it that way. But yeah, as far as gold keys, mainly needed for next kingdom, so what I'm saving them all for. Glory keys also semi-saving for the next kingdom. Gem keys, I think there's a mythic coming beforehand that I'll have to throw it on. Event keys are for the new legend on Monday. Guild keys I'm saving for whenever they confirm or disprove or say something about if they'll ever update this drop table. It's been like 9 months now and they still haven't, even though they said they would. And VIP keys we just throw on mythics, obviously, since they have the best chance of giving it to us. Go to the beta and don't tell anyone? No, I can't do that. I can't show the beta, unfortunately. We have before, but they told me not to. But yeah, I'm not allowed to show the beta version. Also, from what I only ended up testing 3.35, which doesn't even exist anymore. So, I haven't even gotten a chance to test 3.4. I don't even think it is possible to do so, because I don't think they gave us access to it. Yeah, it is kind of funny. They had us test a version that never even got released, because instead of doing 3.35, they're just going straight to 3.4. Which is what really threw me off for a while. But she did indeed confirm it on Monday. She probably also confirmed it many other times, but I was reconfirming the confirmation, if nothing else. But, yeah, next patch is indeed 3.4, which will be one of the 6 major patches they're planning this year. Did they say 6? I can't even remember anymore. It was either 4 or 6. Pretty sure it was 6. But, they're a little bit behind schedule if it is indeed 6 then. Because the 5th, or the second one will be in the 5th month of May. Probably sometime in May, unless they're planning on doing it like within the next week or something. But it's likely going to be early May or so. And, yeah. So, that'll be coming around then. And they still need to ram in like at least 3 other ones or whatever they're planning on doing. Is that enough damage? Let me double just in case. We might need to clean up something after as well. Okay, good. He didn't revive off Inferno King. All good to go. Also, hello, Jeff. Welcome. Let's see. Also, if anyone else still has any other questions, let me know. We'll definitely make sure to go around to them. Also, someone was mentioning, Vanguard was mentioning about the redeem codes. Let's go give out the redeem code. Not sure if he's still even here anymore, or if he did end up bouncing out. But, yep, let's give out the first redeem code right now. Might as well. Let me go figure out where on earth that is, though. One moment. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Mark this down. Boom, boom, boom. Put that there. Mark it with a thingy. Oh, yeah, we still have the really weird codes. Let's see. Gosh. What on earth are some of these codes? Trying not to use one that we might be able to use on Monday, in case she doesn't give us the unique codes I asked for, which she probably won't. We'll have to see. Anyways, we'll go save that. I'll have to bother and spam her like crazy on Sunday night, and then again on Monday morning, or around the time frame there. Actually, mainly Sunday night. I need to do it probably preemptively tonight, and then spam her again Sunday night, particularly Sunday night, because that's when she'll actually respond and be in the office. But let's go and put that there. Put the redeem code right there. And also, I should probably go spam in global chat so we can get those last 17 subscribers we need. Still want to reach that by Monday for the 2-year anniversary, if we can. And there we go. Also, I did not create these codes. But there she is. I love Tacet with a 3 instead of an E. But yeah, and that's an I, not a 1 as that first letter. Or we'll just copy paste it into chat. You can just copy paste it and it'll work exactly as is. Let me just go get the code for it, or I mean the location for it. Oh, I did even double test to see if it worked. Fail. 1 second. That might be helpful. I assume it does work. Especially a code like that, I'd highly doubt she would have accidentally given out. But there we go. Okay. So all that's there. All good to go. Let me go copy paste that into chat for you guys. And there it is. Redeem code. You just use that on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. Let me just claim my tribute. And it gives us, you can find your invite code underneath this. Whatever your game says underneath options is what you put in for invite code. Redeem code is obviously that one right there. This is redeem code. It's also in chat over there and below me as well. And yeah, it gives the normal reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Only works on PC and mobile. Unfortunately, it does not work on console. And what do we get? Only Archdruid, useless. We don't even need more copies of it. Speaking of that, I did open some keys earlier. Did I actually get anything upgradable yet? I think I already upgraded them all. Yeah, I already did. They are planning and they will release are 2 very different things. I know, right? They were planning to add a friends list, and it's like 2 years later. There was a button within the game that was grayed out for a ridiculously long time. Gosh, it was somewhere around a year and a half, a year and a quarter, or a year and a year and a quarter, I believe, is how long it was there. It's not there anymore. They removed it in the most recent patch, but there was a thing on the friends list that it says coming soon, and it was obviously a add friend button thing. And yeah, they removed it recently. I'm not sure exactly what their plans are with the friends list or not. Maybe they had trouble implementing it or something. Yeah, it'd be amazing if they eventually add a friends list to the game. There's currently no way to PM people. There's no way to battle people in real time. Even if it's for no reward whatsoever, there's no way to actually currently do that if you want to like play with your friend or something. To kind of like challenge whatever they have. Yeah, it would be nice features. Many of which have been requested for a while. Like, well, mainly those 2. Being able to PM people and being able to actually battle other people, even if it's for no reward whatsoever. They did say that if they were to add something like that, other than if they were to implement it to some kind of friends list thing, they said they would likely make it a mini game. It would not actually be associated with, like, you know, PvP or something. It'd be some kind of mini game. It might be a PvP-oriented thing, like you go build a deck of some kind out of random drafting or some kind of thing, and then you fight each other. But it wouldn't be like standard, or at least not in that case. It wouldn't be like standard, make any team and then fight the other person. But there was talks of maybe adding that eventually. But eventually is obviously who knows when. And it's not really within their priority list. I don't think it's within their everything that they're planning this year. I don't think it's even within their plans. Really wish they would say what actually some of their plans are. Would be cool to kind of see what they are. They said they had a lot of big plans this year, but they never really mentioned barely any of them. Other than like some of them are going to be associated with like kingdoms and stuff like that. They haven't done a Q&A for a while either. Would be nice if they got around to that again. I think it's mainly because they're like moving office and all that. They haven't been doing as much recently. Okay, what do we even need to throw down into all this? Well, not much really going. We'll just go and throw the Infernus, I guess. Soon TM. The soon TM is intensifying. But yes, it is getting sooner, and it is getting TMier. Okay, we'll throw that down. Let's take the skull. Get herself Infernus, and down it goes. Also, I switched the team because it felt like it was going a little bit too slow with the plus 400 gold team. Might as well just stick with classic PvP stuff. Because if we keep doing quicker battles, we'll find more revenges. And finding more revenges is more gold overall, I think, than trying to use the Sphinx. Yeah, we'll have another redeem code a little bit later in the stream, for anyone interested. And we'll have another 2 tomorrow during the other stream. What do we need to move around? We're going to take a red, I guess. Throw Infernus down. We'll be good to go. Then again, he is using a Goblin team. Goblin team can win any second it chooses to. It just decides if it wants to win. And apparently he just decided to win. Let's lay back and watch him win now. Oh, never mind. He's decided not to win. Wait. Never mind. He still decided to win. Yep, he decided to win. Goblin team, why? Why must you do these things? Where do we throw this? I'm tempted to do it on red, but that's a really bad idea. But it's the only way we get a guaranteed extra turn right now. You know what? Let's do it on purple. We don't have a mercy anymore. Also, we don't have a team anymore either, apparently. Rip. Well then. Yep, that's goblins. It's either relatively easy or it'll beat you in one turn, essentially. One of the two. One of the slight ways to kind of work around that is to use a freeze troop. But I normally don't bother switching into a freeze just to counter them. And using a freeze isn't a guaranteed chance that you beat them either. They can still one-turn you even if you have freeze. Because they can kill you before you freeze them. Which can easily happen, actually. Luckily, goblins do not have cleanse. If they ever add a goblin hero class, it's gonna actually be ridiculously strong. Because you can start using cleanse with goblins. Because their biggest downfall is they're so bad against freeze. And there's no way to cleanse it within themselves. But once they add something like a hero class, then you get all the cleanse weapons. There aren't too many good cleanse weapons, but you never know. They might add new ones, and current existing ones are still at least a cleanse. They might not be good, but they're still they still function as a cleanse. So cleanse is a cleanse. Okay, we'll go and well, actually I don't even need a mercy that. We might as well just get the last little bit of its mana and then go straight into Inferno spam and go from there. Hello, Ellen. You have looked over the new Kingdom Zrakdum troops. Yes. Have I looked over them? We just went over the entirety of them about 30 minutes ago. We went through the entire list and read them all off again because it's been a while since we went over them. Actually, I didn't actually go over them since we had confirmation that the Doom Skulls were Puzzle Quest Doom Skulls. But yeah, we just went over that like half an hour ago. Every single one of the 8 new troops coming in. Yeah, 43 minutes ago, as JZG mentioned. Yeah, we took like 15 minutes to go over that earlier. But yes, I have seen them. We've gone over it a couple times, and I probably will go over it a couple more times since the hype is getting nearer. It is getting very close. Probably about 1 to 3 weeks or so till next patch. Though no confirmation on it yet. Oh, yeah, no problem, Ellen. But yeah, we just went over it. But yeah, in short, to summarize basically what it went over, there's really only going to be 3 good troops. The 2 legends from the kingdom, which are both going to be heavy skull spam mana generators, because anything that does skull spam, anything that does doom skull spam is going to be mana generators. There's going to be one that's going to be basically like Divine Isabella, except it's going to not have a half mana start, but it's still going to be insanely good. And there was one with 3 mana costs, which I assume is just a glitch on that page. But yeah, 3 mana costs on one of them. That just does not seem right, especially since it creates 7 Doom Skulls. Because 7 Doom Skulls could get you like 20 mana if it actually aligns and everything, which is obviously a lot. That is not a small amount of mana, especially for a 3 mana cost ability. So I highly doubt it's gonna stay like that. Oh, he better not. Really? Luckily, we're enchanted right now, and enchanted does not get removed off of a famine. Or a mana drain, I should say. Yeah, we'll go through Inferno at it. Hello, Simple! Welcome. Oh, Red Devil, he ended up mentioning it earlier. Oh, an Arcane. He said he ended up spending about 10 packs on it. He said about 1,600 to 2,000, so I'm just assuming 2,000, because we might as well assume the more expensive range. But, yeah, it cost him approximately 3,300 gems then to do what he did. And you get 700 of it back, so it cost about 2,600 gems or so, approximately, to get first place. So for 1 power orb, it costs 2,600 gems. but you're also getting every other reward as well. You have to keep in mind. But yeah, approximately 2,600 gems. Somewhere around the 2,200 to 2,600 gem mark is what the cost was. So probably next bounty hunter I will be trying for first place, most likely, because that'll be the first time we'll have 3 mythic troops for it. So it'll be the first time we can actually potentially have the full value. Also, with the new strategy with Yagwe, we'll be able to hopefully get consistent wins with triple bounty hunter. So we'll use like 4 bounty hunters for the first 8 or so battles, which won't really make too big of a point impact, but still it's a little bit extra. And then for the rest of the battles, we'll probably be throwing 3 mythics with Yagwe and using the Feral Hound Yagwe combo to win every single battle with. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Not sure if specifically this next one I will be doing it, but most likely I will be. Because it's been a couple weeks. The hype of it has died down, hopefully enough that it won't have too many people trying for it. And we'll see what we can do. Because I believe the next one down from JZG the previous week was at like 700,000 or so, which would be several packs less than how far JZG went. You attacked Deep Boar 2 times Bombot Black Manacles team and got killed in 2 turns. That can happen. Black Manacles can be really annoying when it feels like it. It's a low chance they can devour you, but when it does, it feels horrible. It's only a 20% chance, but yeah, it could just devour your most important troop and then you're kind of out of luck. It's very easy to instant lose to it. I'm glad it's not the meta anymore, because it's one of those really, really annoying weapons that it wasn't overpowered, but it was one of those really frustrating mechanics that whenever it occurred, it's just like, okay, let's just instant rage quit. Or not even rage quit, just sometimes the battle was just unwinnable after you got a lucky Black Manacle used against you. Did it have 4 times Skull Seriously Stater? I was considering taking it, but he was already going to die out, so I figured why not, or just might as well leave it, but it didn't even get taken when they exploded the board. Fail. Not that big a deal, but still. Well, let's just go take the blue over, I guess. See if we can get a yellow in here. Probably take the yellow into the blue. He's gonna get Skull, but that's actually beneficial. So he'll distract this turn with Skull, kill out with Furnace, dead. We're good to go. Oh, for every unknown mana cost, it says 3. Oh, okay. That makes sense then. I was gonna say, there's no way it was gonna say 3 mana. That makes sense. So basically, any undetermined value is 3. Okay, that makes slightly more sense then. Yeah, I'd assume an ability like what it described would be around a 12 or so. If it was 10, that would actually still be pretty strong. 10 or lower. Though, oh, why did I not take that? But we'll see what it is when it happens, or when it gets updated. But yeah, do keep in mind all the things I did go over earlier on that spoiler thread, as well as everything in that spoiler thread in the first link in the description. None of that is official. It's just what we currently know, and it could, of course, change at any second, so do keep that in mind. Especially all the Kingdom stuff. I'm pretty sure they'll be revamping a couple of them. Yeah, it is another Ice Kingdom, and it does have a few freeze options. Not a lot, but it does have an extra turn freeze option, which is nice, because currently Queen Mab is the only viable extra turn freeze option in the game. So it'll be cool having another option. I said it was kind of weak earlier, though. I don't know, it could have some potential. We'll have to see. The biggest issue it has is it doesn't have any damage associated with it. It's solely for the purpose of a small amount of mana generation plus freeze, which I don't know if that would be worth putting into your team in most situations, because you'd probably be better off just winning quicker than putting a freeze like that on your team. It is low rarity, though, so it could become the meta for low-level freeze, if nothing else, for newer players, because it's only an ultra rare, which will make it the most viable, lowest rarity freeze in the game. So it at least has that going for it. Currently, the lowest rarity freeze that a newer player can really use is epic rarity, and that would be Ice Golem. There's other freezes here and there, but none of them are particularly decent. But yeah, the new troop that's coming in will actually be the first low rarity decent one, I guess. It is ultra rare, but that's lower than the current ones that exist, at least. It's not like it's a rare or something. Well, then again, there technically is one. I guess Frost the Lizard Loop is technically a freeze. The biggest issue with that, though, is it's random target, and it's not excessively good at looping. It can loop, but the potential of it doing so is not the greatest. just fairy firing us. I hate that when we end up seeing that on us. It's just so much damage when it ends up getting off. Okay, we'll go and throw that in there. Should probably got a mercy over there or something. And that's that. Also, what is that one Queen Titania team? Someone showed me a Queen Titania team a while back. That was just absolutely insane. And it's slightly different than what I normally use. Though I can't remember what on earth it was off the top of my head. Normally I use this. Just a standard Alchemist Moneylender with double Queen Titania. Well, in this case, I'm also using a Yagwe, but normally I'd be using it with double Queen Titania. But there was something. I think it was Mercy into some kind of composition like this. Get exactly what it was off the top of my head, though. But regardless, they both win similarly quick. Problem with this team is it gets a slow start if you don't get good starting board. Which I think the other team ended up fixing. Just forget what it is off the top of my head. I'll go through that in there. Moneylender down immediately. And yeah, we pretty much just win from here. Once we get going, it's fine. It's just getting to this point where we're in right now is this problem. But obviously, once we reach it, it just instantly drops the enemy team. Oh, it's bad against Freeze, though. I can't really use it against Queen Mab and such. It can still win against Freeze. It's just, if we can choose not to do it against Freeze, we'd obviously want to. What do we do this on? Well, obviously something that extra turns. I guess we'll do it on the purple then. Get that going. Moneylender right into it. Boom. Alchemist the green away. Moneylender again. That gets our team rolling. Don't have the alignment, but we can just throw that. Get the Alchemist down again. Moneylender again. Yagwe for the first time. Actually, I don't even need a Yagwe. That's why you run Queen Titanias instead. You barely even ever have the Yagwe. Better off just going double Queen. Well, I guess if we get to use green, I guess. For one more extra mana we get to accumulate. 3 Frost Lizards with a Valkyrie. That is a horrible, horrible team, but it does function. It's not something you would ever run this late in the game, but if you had no other option earlier on in the game, you can get away with it. Personally, I do find triple Rockworm and triple of that green thing to be better than that, though. Because the problem with looping with that is it has the same amount of gems that it places on the board, but it has a 4 higher mana cost. The reason it has a 4 higher mana cost is because it has two mana colors. So because of that, they gave it a slightly higher mana cost, but it's still better to use things like Rockworm Spam or that other troop spam. Keep forgetting. It's that one green bird from Silverglade or Shentang, I forget which. One of the two. But that one little green bird thing that creates 7 greens and has fast trait. Now we'll go throw that down, get our double poke. Throw that into a Queen T. Oops, that is not what I meant to click. Also, we don't have any alignment, do we? Yeah, that is definitely not the one I meant to click. I meant to go click Moneylender there. Whoops. Oh, we'll go throw that down. Throw that in there. That should be enough damage. And down it goes. Hello, Pandemonium. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. When is the release date? We have no official release date on the next kingdom, other than that it needs the next patch before it can ever be released. So, probably about 1 to... Oh, that's not what I meant to take. I meant to take the purple down. But yeah, probably around 1 to 3 weeks after the new kingdom gets released, we should be seeing the... the new update gets released. We'll probably be seeing the new kingdom. But yeah, there's no official date on it yet. We don't currently know when that will be. Oh, that is not the one I meant to do. Wow, Misclick's going crazy today. Well, we'll go and take the green, I guess. Go get that. Get the extra turn that cascades. Take a Moneylender there. I should probably just replace that with Queen T. The only slight benefit that he has is when there's only 2 left, he does deal more damage to them than what a Queen Titania would. But if we just had Queen Titanias, the whole team would just drop at once. Plus, we'd have extra Fairy Fire chances, assuming they can be Fairy Fired. Oh, we got Moneylender first. That's actually not that helpful, because I can't cast them until we get an Alchemist down. We can, but it's a pretty high chance we'll miss. And we might as well just wait till we have the thing. And there we go. I'll get it on green. I want to try keeping the purples up since we are using Yagwe. And nope, we don't have it. And we're one off. And we don't have Alchemist. So a lot not going for us. We'll just go take that, I guess. You'll end up getting that Cascade. We do have 13 plus, so we'll go for that. Grab that. I guess we'll do this. Let's get that down. See if we get an Alchemist or Moneylender. Probably Moneylender here. Could actually kill us if we're not careful. Throw that down. And that should be matched. Get a Queen Titania in there. He revives. Get some more damage in there. And one more will do it. If he doesn't convert, and he doesn't. And down he goes. He brought us all the way to 0 attack. Luckily, we don't actually need our attack value with that team. Just kills it out just naturally. One day soon TM. Pretty much. That's when everything's coming. One day soon TM. We will get an update. That then brings an update. That then brings other stuff in the updates. And then a kingdom. Yeah, I'm still actually pretty hyped about pets. Out of everything that's coming next patch. That's the thing I'm probably the most interested in out of anything. Let's throw Queen Titania first. Get that down. Yeah, we'll go get that right there. Get the brown. Get the Cascade. And kill it out with that. Never mind. Slightly off, but luckily he gets killed by a skull, and that'll be that. Oh, I got a little bit of everything there. Got a map, got a little gem key, got a... well, pretty much everything. Other than Treasure Gnome. Mercy, Infernus, Titania, Ishabala. That was not a team, but that is an interesting team, nonetheless. Yeah, we still need to do a best teams video for this current version. Given that it's likely still very soon TM, I'm probably going to be doing it next week. Because next week we'll be bringing a new legend into the game, and that should be about a decent time to go and do the best teams video, I guess. I try doing it as close to the end of the version as possible. But, I think we're almost at the end of this version. Oh! What did I do that for? I should have Yagwe'd that. Also, I thought that was an extra turn too, obviously. Yeah, a lot of mistakes going on there. But oh well. Take the, hit right there. I don't have a Yagwe cast, so we'll just go do that. Throw another Yagwe. And, but yeah, that's the biggest issue of using Yagwe on this team. Because now he has a last slot that hasn't been touched at all. Other than, like, one little Queen Titania poke. Yeah, I almost just took that, too. That would have been a fail. And take that double. And down it goes. Gargotha, Queen Titania, Yagwe, and Flame Troll. I don't believe that was it either. It was some kind of Empower Troop kind of combination with it. But I'm actually perfectly fine still with just using the base team of this. Huge fan of Alchemist Moneylender. Should probably replace this out with Queen Titania though. Main reason I really like this team, it's actually very similar to one of the, I don't know what to really call it, but the old Queen Titania team. It's Soothsayer, yeah, Soothsayer, Queen Mab, Valkyrie, Queen Mab. At one point, was probably the most overused team I have ever used, as far as like the total amount of times. Actually, if you even go and check my most used troop, I think it's still Queen Mab, because of how much I use that team, with 2 Queen Mabs on it. But, yeah, that team is basically the same premise of using the team we're right now using, except with 2 Queen Titanias instead. What am I looking for again? I'm looking for my most overused troop. Wait, Christina X? Really? Hold up. Let me go to Gems of War database. Because there's a thing on it which tracks our tracks the amount of times we've used every troop. It hasn't tracked it throughout the entire history of the game, but it's been tracking it long enough that it's pretty accurate. Let me see. I need to figure out where that is. I know it's somewhere on the forum. My collection, settings, extras, bosses, classes, kingdom, weapons, troops. I think it's somewhere on this page. Is there an option for it? Let me see. Tools. Invasions. troops. Oh, there's an invasion thing too. Auto, columns, trade stones, base rarity, kingdom rarity count. Where's the option for it? I know there was something for it at one point. That's not it though. The current page I'm on. Yeah, does anyone remember where that is on Gems of War database? It tells you how many times you've used each troop. Yeah, I don't see the option for it here. Get permalink, you get auto, all those classifications. Let's see. Yeah, it's not on that thing. I knew it was here. Trade stones, timeline, quiz, leaderboard thing. Language. Oh, where'd it go? You can tell I haven't used this for a while. No, I actually have. I just haven't been in this particular area of it for a while. But, no, the option exists. Definitely exists somewhere. Oh, it even has a breakdown of all the teams you currently have set. Interesting. Never realized that. It's actually pretty cool. I wonder if I click on one of them if you can actually share it. Let me see. Suggested teams. You can! That is really cool. I never realized that was a thing. You could just click on one of these, copy paste a link to someone, and then share the team with someone. It's like, hey, I run this for this. That's cool. It doesn't show it with all your correct stats, unfortunately, but it does show... It does show it. So that's at least a thing. Okay, never mind. I can't find it. Unselect auto under tools, and then... Oh, it is invasions? Okay. I thought that was some other context with that. Okay. It is indeed just your amount of times you hit other people with it or used it. Okay, I thought that was some other functionality. Apparently that is. Okay, so let's take off auto, add invasions, and do it based on higher. And... Oh, it actually is my highest. When did that happen? But yes, KrissTigger is my most overused troop. Dragon Soul is second. Queen Mab is third. Gorgolfa is third. Valkyrie is... Oh, wait, I said that wrong. KrissTigger is first. Dragon Soul is second. Queen Mab is third. Gorgolfa is fourth. Valkyrie is fifth. Mercy 6. Bombot 7th, because I used that double Bombot team for a while. Surprisingly, Infernus is 7th. Soothsayer is 8th. Kraken is 9th. And Giant Spider is 10th, as far as the 10 most troops I have used the most amount of times. All of those I have used over 2,000 times. Or almost 2,000 times. The Giant Spider and Kraken I haven't. And the KrissTigger I have used 5,727 times. Pretty sure there's some people who have used some of these troops like 10, 20, 30, 50,000 times already, probably. Let's see, which ones have I used the least? Though do keep in mind, by least used, this hasn't always tracked everything. So I actually have several troops that show 0. Yeah, never mind. There are a ton of troops that show 0. Because even though I've used them, this website wasn't tracking it when I have used them. But yeah, the ones that it currently shows as I've used 0 times, even though I have used all of them. Actually, I think I haven't used Catsif. But yeah, a good majority of these I have used. But Bone Daemon, Brownie, Catsif, Chupacabra, Creeper, Drake, Elf Eater, Feycap, Freya, Ghoul, Hammerhead, Hyena, Ice Witch, Ice Wraith, Ironbark. There was actually a really funny team that used to be used with Ice Witch, though obviously this thing didn't track it. I probably have a couple hundred battles with it. Oh, it has me as 0 battles with Lady Sapphira. That is hilarious. You can tell this list hasn't been tracking for forever. I probably have like 2,000 battles with Lady Sapphira back when she was the meta. She was really, really bad when the game first launched. So then they buffed her. Then she became the best troop in the entire game for like 6 months. And she was like ridiculously overpowered when the for like 2 months after the game launched until like 8 months after the game launched, she was just the meta for everything. Anyways, yeah, and a bunch of other useless tier troops with 0 battles. Anyways, I just wanted to check that real quick. So KrissTigger is indeed our highest. KrissTigger and Dragon Soul, interesting. Do I really use KrissTigger Dragon Soul that much? Personally, I haven't. I've been trying to stay away from it as of recently. Well, not specifically stay away from it, but you know, I've been not using it as much as normal. Yeah, Yeah, I'm kind of surprised on that. I guess because of Guild Wars and stuff, but no, I don't really use it. I use it for like, what, one Guild War day? Maybe Green Day? No, Blue Day. I don't even think I run it on Green Day. No, never mind. I don't even run it for either. Blue Day these days, I run a, oh, yes, I do. I do run it for Blue Day, but I don't run it for Green Day anymore. I can if I wanted to. There's this team, which I actually don't even use anymore. I don't know why I have it there, but this is the one I normally use. Forest Gardenia has been chosen. Glitterclaw Queen Aurora. Anyways, let's go take the revenge. And let me go back to double Queen Titania. We need to go make Queen Titania our most used troop. No. Though I haven't really been utilizing her as much as I should. She is really ridiculously powerful. I still felt like when she was launched that she needed a slight damage nerf. And I still kind of feel like that. Unless they're just trying to make everything that powerful. Because they keep adding troops that keep doing a lot of damage. Which I guess is fine if everything else is also doing a lot of damage. But the only real issue with that is it makes all the older content kind of dead, since you have to use the newer content that's scaled towards the current meta of the game. And they keep just kind of pushing the amount of damage closer and closer to higher values. Which I guess in the long run they kind of have to do. Because once 10-star Kingdoms gets introduced to the game, it's going to start bringing in quite a bit higher stats than what we normally have to deal with. Oops, I thought that was a real treasure gnome for a second. Yeah, whenever you see like Val Ravens and stuff like this in PvP, they're not real. They're player-owned ones, all of these troops. They're only real if they have a little bag in their corner of their screen. If they don't, then they're not a real one. And if he invades, that would actually be a good thing, not a bad thing. And of course, when I need him to, he doesn't. The one time I need you to invade. Look at that. It's like they have a 0% chance to invade now that they are not real ones. There we go. Normally if it's a real one, it'll just like instant invade every time. Only 30% chance, 100% of the time. We'll go take that down. And there he goes, shuffling us up. That makes almost no difference whatsoever with this team though. Actually it does slightly, because now Queen Titania is blocking my Alchemist. Yep, and there's a baby dragon. And I have no way to get his final mana because we need it off of yellow. So I guess we'll just take a purple, throw a red at it. I mean, throw a thing at it. And now we just need any poke. And we'll be good to go. Poor baby dragon, blocked by 2 reds. He's never going to get mana. And all we need is a red into anything. And that'll be the last hit. And down it goes. Hello, Haley! I know, invasion counts whenever you do it in PvP. Oh wait, never mind. But Guild Wars is PvP. Or it should still count towards it. Because Guild Wars, you still get PvP points and everything. It still counts just as a normal PvP battle. Even though it's not actually a normal PvP battle. Oh, whoops. We didn't get an Alchemist yet this battle. Well then, that's actually bad because he could Great Maul us. And if he Great Mauls us, we could actually lose. Okay, good. That saved us slightly. Let me get an Alchemist down before I accidentally misclick his ability again. Actually, that wasn't even misclicked. That was just me not realizing we didn't cast him yet. We'll go do that. Actually, probably shouldn't have gotten rid of the red, but I really wanted an extra turn. Wasn't worth it, though. I don't have the mana accumulation to go to get the last little bit. He does not get full mana, though, but he's probably going to kill our Alchemist here. Yep, there goes Alchemist. He's actually going to win. With whatever Earth that team is. We'll go take the yellow, I guess. Get a Moneylender down. He's got to get a Devour. I don't think we have enough damage to do anything about that, actually. Maybe we do need to go bring the Yagway version back out. If nothing else, it does have one benefit of gaining a lot of mana. Yeah, we're actually going to lose due to not having any way to get our mana up decently. Yeah, I guess I'll put the Yagway back in. Oh, we still haven't mythicked him yet. We actually have quite a few of them that are like 1 or 2 copies off. We'll probably get it by the time next mythic comes out, though. Or during when the next mythic comes out. Hello, Rosamont. Or, wait. How do you actually say your name? I think I'd normally just call you Ross. Hello, Ross. Welcome. How do you pronounce that, though? I don't know if that's one or multiple words. Rossi Manitz? Rossi Manitz. No, that's even... I'm skipping like 5 letters. Anyways, hello, Ross. Are you try Carnex, Gorgolfa, Clockwork, Sphinx, Rowan, Tesla, Paladin... Wait, what? How are you... Also, could you try... Oh, Carnex / Gorgolfa, Clockwork / Sphinx, Rowan / Tesla, Paladin / Famine / Wardbreaker. Interesting. We'll go try some combination of those placements. Yeah, that sounds like it would work. I'll have to double check every choice you just gave me, though, in a second to see which one will actually run. But that could definitely work. Oh, it's Ross Admantant. Okay, that makes sense then. That does make sense. Okay, we'll go and throw down the Alchemist then. Yeah, I assumed that wasn't one word. You never know sometimes. We'll go throw that onto the thing, get our moneylender, Yagway into Queen T's, and we'll be good to go. Get that down, double check the board, moneylender, throw it again, extra turn it, please land, there we go, and down it goes. And there we are. Also, I believe we're almost near the next reward thingy in event gems. Should be close. Oh, there on the man. That's my defend reward. Let's see. How close are we? We are, yeah, we're only 32 away from 7 gem keys. And then either later during the stream or tomorrow we'll have the final little thing right there. But anyways. Where is the suggestion? There it is. Okay, let's go see what we can do out of this. So we're up against a Scion team with Spirit Fox. That is ridiculously annoying, especially with the team we're about to go use, because we're probably using like 2 or 3 yellows. But Gorgolfa or Carnex? Probably Gorgolfa, but it depends what our other choices are. Clockwork Sphinx. Tesla or Roed. Oh wait, isn't this what we used earlier? Except what was the 4th troop we used with this earlier? We were just using this team earlier. Trying to figure out what it was. We literally just used this team like an hour ago. It wasn't with Wardbreaker and all that though. Why can I not remember what it was? It wasn't Dragon Soul, was it? No. It definitely was something with red, obviously, because we covered every color. It wasn't Wardbreaker. What was it? Can't remember now. Also, my eyes. There's like something in it. Anyways, where was I? I guess we'll go with just Wardbreaker then. It's fine. Get our mana generation up that way. Oh, it was. I know what it was. It was Dawnbringer, because someone was asking for a Dawnbringer team, and we ended up creating Gorgolfa. Clockwork, Rowan, Dawnbringer. But yeah, there we go. Well, apparently we're testing with a Wardbreaker now. Let's see. Banner. No banner was suggested. Well, mainly because there's so many different variants of it. Guess we'll just go brown-yellow. Just go into standard Gorgolfa. Where to go? There it is. Okay. Oh, let's go try this again. It could be a little bad given that he has Spirit Fox and Drain, and literally his entire team is Drain. Still one of the more annoying teams, especially without an actual counter to Mana Drain. Oh, he's blocking us. I should have put Wardbreaker in front of Rowan, actually. Oh, a little late for that. Of all the things, the Spirit Fox. Well, I guess that was the highest mana at the time. So we'll go take this Skull. It's going to Scion us, though. Not anything I can do about that. Throw Rowan down, obviously. And then just work our mana back up. So with his mana drain, it's going to be near impossible to get Scion to full... I mean, to get Wardbreaker to full mana. So we'll try getting Gorgolfa up, explode, and go from there and see what we get. Oh, whoops, hello. Skull I didn't see at the bottom. That's not good. He gets another drain. Well, back to the drawing board. And he's about to get a Moloch in one single take as well. And I can't take reds because we don't have a need to actually take reds that immediately. What do we even need to move around? I guess we'll take a yellow over. Take a red. He'll go for the Moloch kill. Also, I just realized I really overestimated the amount of gold we could gain this stream, didn't I? You can normally only gain about 200 to 300,000 souls per hour in PvP, and that's if you use the most efficient teams the entire time. It's more towards, I think, like 300,000. But, yeah, we're only gained like 200,000 gold so far this stream. Also, we already lost, by the way. We'll go take that down. Haven't even gotten a single Sphinx down. Take that over. Never mind, we still won. It's barely going to come through, though. It's mainly because we're up against mass mana drain when using a World Breaker. I think is the biggest issue here. And that's match. You know what? It's still barely winnable. He's actually going to do true damage, which in this context is actually good, because that means we get to keep our armor value. So there's still an ever so slight chance that we can actually end up winning this out. Oh, never mind. Less so now. I didn't want to give him the other extra turn, but apparently that extra turn spam was even bigger. It didn't quite work out. Which is also why we stopped using the other one earlier. Because it wasn't really working out. Though that one, it was mainly because we were up against so much mana drain. That really made it flop. Alright, we'll go get a Mercy down. Yeah, that team in general can be pretty annoying. I absolutely, even though Spirit Fox is even that over-the-top strong, I do find Spirit Fox to be one of the most annoying troops in the game. It's not that it's strong or anything, it's just really, really annoying. Because a lot of good teams these days do run yellows, to some degree. Especially the Divine teams, obviously. But even non-Divine teams. Even the team we were doing earlier with Alchemist, the Moneylender and stuff. A lot of teams do have some kind of yellow dependency. Actually, at this current moment in time, I think yellow would have to be the strongest color. Yellow and purple. There's no good... ironically, even though yellow-purple is kind of like one of the two best colors at the moment, I would probably think. I don't know, it really depends how you break it down. But, it's kind of funny because there's no good yellow-purple troops, yet yellows and purples are good. But there's no good yellow-purple. Which is odd. Like, if we go under yellow-purple real quick, there's almost nothing under this. Amnesia, only good for Guild Wars. Average, below average, early game average, bad, really good, though that's like one of the few exceptions. Bad, situational, bad, or only early game. Bad, situational, depending on what you need. Situational. All decent, though. Bad, at least these days. Decent, really good, but it's a mythic. Bad, arguably worst troop in game. Bad, good, but mythic. Bad, possibly good, but mythic. Only used with the case of Dragon Soul in an all-dragon team. Only used for Blue Guild War. Super situational. Bad, only for early game. Bad in most situations. Bad, and why is this even a thing? So yeah, we don't really have many yellow-purple. But yeah, if they seriously were to add my troop to the game, it needs to be yellow-purple. Make yellow-purple great again. Then again, Isabella did that really well. And just Infernus in general, obviously. But, I don't really count mythics because obviously most people don't have access to them. Also, did I really just say yellow purples aren't good when I have like the two best yellow purples on my team? That's funny. But other than, if you ignore Infernus and Divine Isabella, there's almost no good yellow purples in the game. Okay, what do we even need here? We'll go and take the red. Tessarian, there are some contexts where Tessarian is pretty good, but you'd rather use a damage source or a real mana generation in like 90% of the cases. Probably even higher. But there are some very niche instances where he can be kind of okay just because of how big of a gem spawn he gets. The biggest issue with really big gem spawns, though, is they're really glitchy. It's the reason why they removed all of them except Tessarian from the game, as well as even the Nyx thing as of recently. Once you start creating like 30 plus gems, you start to get a lot of really weird mana accumulation glitches, either accumulating a lot more than you should or accumulating a lot less than you should. But regardless, it starts to get really glitchy. We'll go get a Mercy down. And Burn will kill that. Never mind, he already died off the explosion. Can't even talk quicker than the game is functioning. And now we'll go for the Infernus, and down it goes. So to recap, if you ignore all the good ones, there are only bad ones. I see. Yes, if you ignore every good one, there's only bad ones. Pretty much. But no, these are kind of outliers, I guess. Oh no, I guess it's because they're kind of a bit more recent, but then again, not really. So I guess there are good purple yellows. It just, yeah. Because there's Divine Isabella, there's Infernus, and there was one other one that I forgot to mention. Or I did mention, but didn't really make a big thing out of it. Inferno King. And I guess technically Queen Aurora, situationally. So there's like 4 good yellow purples in the game. Which I guess is more than some colors. Like if we go to something like yellow red. Oh no, there's actually a lot for that. Like yellow blue. I think we'll find like almost none for this. Let's see, 0. Actually, Astral Spirit situationally is decent. Uriali situationally. Night Coronet early game. Parrot for Bounty Hunter is pretty decent. At least compared to other Bounty Hunters at the moment. Elspeth in some situations is amazingly good. And, okay, well, apparently maybe it needs to be yellow-blue then. Yeah, there's not that many yellow-blue options. What do you really have these days? Or Yali, basically, for late game yellow-blue. That's about it. You don't really even have a physical damage yellow-blue either. Interesting. Yeah, the best yellow-blues are actually both true damage. It's Astral Spirit and Uriali. Both are true damage, even though yellow-blue mainly has physical damage. Which is kind of weird. Actually, but yellow-blues seem to be mostly support troops, actually. Anyways, let's go into another battle. Yeah, Mummified King is easily the worst troop in the game. It's so bad that it tries to instantly kill itself with Death Mark. That is how bad it is. It does a below average single target damage and then Death Marks itself. If it Death Marked both the enemy and itself, then that would be a slightly different story, but it only does it to itself. And its damage is below average. It's not even like good single target. Like if it Death Marked itself, but it did like 100 damage single target, then that would be slightly different, but it doesn't. Actually, even the troop that instantly kills itself barely even does any damage, true damage. That one's also pretty bad. Though it's not as horrible, because at least early on in the game, you can still use it to one-shot. Whereas Mummified King early on can't even one-shot. So it doesn't even have that functionality. But yeah, Dwarven Slayer, I think it only has like 70 damage this late in the game, which is not enough to kill anything, because all the values are way over 100 on every single troop you see. So it doesn't do anything. But earlier on, you can get away with one-shots with it. It's Dwarven Slayer guy. This guy. The, where'd he go? There he is, this guy. Yeah, he does 71 damage to an enemy. I believe his base damage is 4. Yeah, it says it right there. 40 plus whatever his magic is. So as a newer player, you're doing about 50 damage single target, which I guess is okay. It's even early on in the game, that's barely enough to one-shot though. But it instantly kills itself when you do that. So it's basically a one-on-one trade-off thing. He's not absolutely horrible though, because you can use him in some contexts to like kill itself out and then go and replace it out. Though ever since they added Firebomb, it's generally just best to use a Firebomb for that. It's only like, what, 1/3 the damage, but you gain mana generation. I just typed in Furby. Firebomb. But yes, Firebomb. You're only doing like 1/3 the damage, but you have mana accumulation, plus you have extra turn chance. Plus you have it instantly instead of having to go get 18 mana. So overall, you might as well just use Firebomb. There's no point in using that guy anymore, ever since they added Firebomb. Yeah, Rhinax is still best in game. What is your thing with Rhinax? You're always mentioning that. Is your team still 4 Rhinaxes as well as your defense? I know you had it at one point. Okay, Mercy is kind of a complete miss right here. That Skull is also pretty much just a miss. I'm just going to try for mana off the Cascade. Didn't get it. But we'll take the green, take ourselves a Convert. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to go for that. I'm just going to go straight into the... straight into that. See if we get a Mercy. Don't believe we have it, unfortunately. But we can try dragging things near each other, and there we go. I can go get a Mercy right now. I think that's a bit overkill since we already have everything, so I'm not going to bother. It would only give us a cleanse on Entangle, which doesn't really make that big of an impact. Now instead, we can use it to get a full Infernus, and there we go. Excuse me. I like how I like tried blocking it after the fact. A little late. Delayed reaction right there. Okay, we're gonna move that down. Throw the Infernus. And Ishbala. I keep saying Ishbala, don't I? But Ishbala for the kill. If we actually had alignment. Never mind. No, that's not aligned. I'm still doing it though, because why not? And down it goes. How about yellow-green? First thing that comes to mind is Famine and Grapplepot. Prior to Grapplepot, I'd say there's basically none, but between Shocktopus, Grapplepot, and of course Famine, which has always been decent, there's an okay amount of yellow-green. There's Uriali, Famine, Forest Guardian, but though it's situational when you'd use that. Manicore situationally as well. Orion ultra situationally. Queen Aurora is decent. Grapplepot's generally your go-to thing if you have nothing to use for it. Even the new Shocktopus could also be a go-to thing. It's actually one of the reasons why the community troop ended up becoming a green-yellow, is because the color has been lacking in some degree, and that was slightly supposed to help it. But yeah, there's Wordbreaker as well. Biggest issue with this, similar to the other color we just went over, yellow-purple, is a good majority of what's useful is Legend Plus. Breaker, Grapplepot, Queen Aurora, they're all really high rarity stuff. The only really low rarity things underneath this color that's decent is Manicore, Paladin, situationally, and Shocktopus. Those are the only few that are low rarity decent. Blade Dancer at one point was the best troop in the game. These days he hasn't really scaled that well due to his, well, I guess his boost ratio. His very first cast is decent, though because of how small his split damage naturally is, everything after his first cast is pretty bad. But at least his first cast is not horrible. It's basically like a Rowan for the first cast, but then why don't you just use Rowan instead at that point? Because Rowan keeps doing it. Though he does have fast trade, so I guess he's slightly quicker, at least on his first hit, than a Rowan. But still, there's not much of a need to really use him these days. But at one point, he was the best troop in the game, or among one of them. Like top 5 easily. But these days, he's pretty dead, unfortunately. Also, Rowan didn't always used to be as powerful as she is right now, by the way. At one point, I forget if she even had an armor boost ratio, but when she did have an armor boost ratio, it was initially only a 1x, not a 2x. She was eventually given a 2x, and ever since then, she's been among just a absolute powerhouse, one of the highest damage sources in the game. Of course, a bit of a liability since she has to retain her armor, but assuming you can retain her armor, it's ridiculously high damage. And you get her for free from a kingdom, too. She, for the longest time, was the best kingdom epic you could get. Now, the only thing that could arguably be better than that, as far as kingdom epics are concerned, is Azura. Azura is very, very good for a kingdom epic. Not sure if it is exactly better than Rowan, but they're both kind of two different themes of troops, so it's kind of hard to say which one's actually better, because they serve different purposes. Azura is for the best dispeller in the game, as well as mana accumulation and stat reduction. She's actually the best stat reducer and the best dispeller in the game, both in one troop that you get for free. And Rowan has one of the highest damages overall in the game, assuming you get her the armor buffs. And since armor is such a ridiculously easy stat to increase between doubling it off a hero weapon and just good generators in general, like Sphinx and Honor and stuff like that, work out pretty well for it. Out of all the Guardians, armor is actually the easiest to increase, mainly because the Brown Guardian has a 10 stat gain to everything whenever used in PvP. So you just get this gigantic stat gain when you have it fully traded, which makes it higher than all the other ones. And then if you put a fully traded Corvash, it goes even higher, which is nice. Is tier 3 worth picking up this week, or even tier 4? Well, I always pick up tier 3. It's actually a requirement in my guild, though it's a little bit hard to really keep track of, but I basically just do it based on how much people contribute. Haven't really kicked for it yet, but I probably should start. But yeah, tier 3 is generally to the point where I would say would be decent to help out your guild. Tier 4 is okay, though personally I do not consider it worth the extra 250 gems. Though some weeks I may if my guild's not slightly behind or something in getting the points. So far we've been pretty good on it every week, but you never know. But yeah, I'd say for the most part stick with around tier 3 or so. Oh, they're already in Furnace down. But yeah, there's a huge difference between tier 3 and 4. It's a 400 gem difference. I mean, no, not that high. It's a 250 gem difference, which is a lot, to say the least. How about Ranger? Ranger's really good when you're first starting out in the game. Though beyond level like 150, you would never touch it again. Because it's, it just doesn't work. You lose your turn casting it, and it does such little damage just late in the game. It works early on in the game because it basically has an additional 16 damage on every cast you do. And when you're dealing with lower values, 16 damage is, well, a lot of damage to automatically have on every cast you do automatically, assuming they're all alive. But yeah, it doesn't scale that well. 16 additional damage when we're dealing with numbers in the hundreds does not get you far. Okay, we'll go throw down, but yeah, when you're first starting out, Ranger's probably one of the strongest troops you can have that's extremely easy to obtain. You can get that in like several dozen keys. You probably have it on your first day, easily within your first week. And normally it's something I build around. I normally build around Rock Spirit, Deep Bore, Double Ranger when I'm first starting out on any new account. Because to this day, it's still one of the best starting teams in the game. Not the absolute best, but of course to have some of the absolute best, you would need things like Dragon Soul and a few of the other hard-to-obtain things, which realistically isn't obtainable by most accounts when you're first starting out, unless it's people who get super lucky. Well, he's about to do that any second now. We could actually lose this battle. We've been, I think almost every loss, if not every loss today, has been to mana drain, despite having immunity to it to some degree. I just haven't bothered building like full immunes just to counter it. It seems like it would be going too far out of our way just to do that every single time. I don't know, maybe I'll keep a... We'll have to see one day. I don't think there's currently anything at this... What's currently available, I don't believe there's any 4 times immune to mana drain that is viable to actually run. But I will have to keep some kind of default team around when we do get access to that. We might have it because I believe the new troop coming next week. Forget exactly what it did, but I believe that's the final thing we need to build a 4 times immune to mana drain that would actually be effective. Let me go double check that real quick. I went over a bunch of other stuff. I didn't actually go over next week's things. Let's go do that real quick. 1 second. Where is the little notification thing for it? Right here. So next week's troops. Yes, it does have it. Only one, though, not the other one. It's actually the Epic that is bringing it, not the Legend, which is kind of interesting. But yes, the purple-red Epic that you'll be able to get for Glory next week. It dispels an enemy and deals magic plus 3 damage, gain 4 magic, and become enchanted. So it'll be able to perpetually keep enchanting itself and just keep getting its mana right back up. So, kind of interesting. It will, with the combination of it being immune to mana drain, that's pretty nice. Though, while it will be a nice component to use in a full immune to mana drain team, I don't believe that's the final component we need. Also, the fact that it's purple-red makes it so it can't really synergize with Diviner. Well, I guess it can. It doesn't block Diviner in any way, which is nice, but it doesn't accumulate its mana since it doesn't use yellow, unfortunately. But, yeah, it's another step towards maybe getting an all immune to mana drain team, though I don't think it's the final component we need to really make it good. The problem is a lot of things that have immune to mana drain at the moment don't have synergy. There's a lot of amazing troops with it, like Diviner and Yagwe. But, for example, you can't use the two of them together because they just don't synergize together, unfortunately. They're the two best things with immune to mana drain. There's a few other ones, of course, though, too. Anyways, the new legend coming out on Monday is a brown-green elemental beast. It destroys a row, deals magic +2 damage to all enemies, boosted by brown gems destroyed at a 3x boost ratio. It's actually a really ridiculously high boost ratio. This is basically the, speaking about Rock Spirit, this is basically the Rock Spirit of late game is what Willow will be, or what she's called. But yeah, definitely really nice. 33% bark skin, immune to entangle, and all beasts gain 2 attack and 2 life every extra turn it does. Probably going to be used with some kind of Forest Guardian context kind of team. So, yeah, we'll see what it can do. Definitely seems like something that we'll be able to mess around with and get effective wins with. So, yeah, we'll give it a shot, see what happens. Yeah, it's basically, the easiest summary of that troop is it's late game Rock Spirit, which we were kind of just talking about. Yeah, we're going to take the reds over. Also, when we ended up raiding Salty's stream on Monday, we ended up getting her to, I think, what was it, 130 viewers, I think it was. We haven't even reached that for a while now. Mainly because there hasn't been any kind of big thing. I'm pretty sure we'll, like, over-exceed that when we get the new update. Like, because she can normally get a lot because, of course, she has access to showing content that's before it even gets released. Whereas I obviously can't do that, unfortunately. But, whenever, like, a new patch comes out is normally the times when we have, like, the absolute most amount of viewers. More often than not. Yes, anyways, thank you everyone who is here currently. The 2-year anniversary of us doing the channel is this Monday, so if you haven't subscribed yet, definitely feel free to do so, as we are very, very close to reaching that goal. Only, oh, did I say 17 earlier? I meant we're 27 away from reaching that, so we could easily reach that by Monday. What is Salty's channel? Twitch.tv/infinity+2. The 2 is spelled out as TWO, or, you know, the word 2, not the number 2. But yeah, they are not on YouTube. Well, they are, but they don't post anything on YouTube. They have a YouTube channel, but it's basically dead. It's, Gems of War, I believe, is just their YouTube channel. It's somewhat hard to find because it's buried under all my videos. Let me go see if I can find their YouTube channel. But no, it's twitch.tv/infinity+2. The 2 spelled out is their YouTube channel thingy. Anyways, what is their Gems of War channel? Gems of War channel. I'll type in the word Gems of War channel, and the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The first 10 results are my videos. And then it's their channel. There we go. But yeah, they haven't posted anything on their channel for 1 month, and it was a raid preview when raids was already out, which seems pretty counterproductive. Oh, I really wish they would get back to doing these. I want to see a pet preview so badly. Pet preview and, what was the other thing they're adding? Doomskull preview, even though we already know what Doomskulls do at this point, but it's the same mechanic as Puzzle Quest. But at least a pet preview. They haven't been doing those videos, though. They used to be so amazing when they used to do that on a regular basis. I don't know why they stopped. But yeah, it was something to really look forward to when they first started that out, when the game first started. But yeah, then they just stopped. It's weird. I don't know why. I guess because of the amount of time it takes them to create one of them. Because I do know, like, an edited video like that, it definitely does rack up to be a lot of time. It might not seem like that much, but even a simple edited video can take, like, hours. Alright, we'll go through Infernus down. Any chance you type all that out in chat? Type all what out in chat? Possibly. What were you referring to when you say type all that out in chat? Oh, twitch.tv/infinity+2. Oh, it's, let's see if I can remember off the top of my head. Twitch.tv/infinity+2. That should be it right there. Almost guarantee that is correct. I'll find out in a second by actually copy-pasting that in. I should have probably tested it first and then done that. Let me see. That would have made a lot more sense. I think that'll work though. And yeah, it does indeed work. But yeah, there's their channel. They've been streaming every Monday lately. Technically Tuesday for them, but Monday for most rest of the world who's not living in Australia. Okay, let's go and take the purple. Take the red. What else do we need to move around? Like skull. See if we can get a mercy in this. Wait, what? I didn't even realize we're up against fire bombs. I'm like playing it seriously. It's like, oh, hello, fire bombs. And a smash. Really? Okay, we'll take the skull, I guess. It actually would have been quicker if we didn't extra turn. But we used to stream on Twitch. We actually kind of started. No, we started on YouTube, but then our streaming started on Twitch. But then I was like, wait, why even bother on Twitch? I still don't really understand the whole appeal with Twitch, to be honest. Like, why people stream there instead of other locations, like YouTube and stuff. I personally do not understand that much. But, yeah, it's just so much more convenient for me to do it on YouTube, so I just do it on YouTube. Like, I can understand people that only do Twitch but don't do YouTube, but I don't understand why YouTubers stream on Twitch is my biggest thing that I don't really understand. Let's see. We'll go take the yellow down. Maybe try for the purple. Didn't get it. And, oh, I keep thinking that's like a real one. Every time I see that there, it's like, oh, treasure gnome. I think he deliberately did that just so he makes people think that it's a real one. I have had people try to using fake ones and then we actually get a real gnome on top of it, which is funny. Very rarely does that happen though. Okay, I'm just gonna go convert out my red. I don't even care if it does that. We'll just go and get the Infernus down. That's the main thing that matters there. And we're gonna have to get rid of that, but we could easily do that with a convert. And all we have to do now... Oh, I was gonna use that Mercy. Wow. What even was that turn? You could win if it gets another lucky destruction like that. Killed out half my team. There we go. Let's take that out. Down it goes. Good to go. Also, I'll probably give out the next redeem code soon. Soon, TM. Let's see. How's our thing going? Oh, there we go. We actually did reach it. And 459, so we only need like what, 300 more? 291 more. That's how many we need, but there's another 7 gem keys and then 120 gems. And we're almost there. It's definitely a lot of gems, so I do want to pick that up. Though it is pretty easy to do so, that's for sure, this week. Okay. So we don't have alignment there, so we'll just take the purple manually. That'll get the burns down. Might as well just get him to full mana since we already started it. I can't take that red, but we can take that one. Take it the other way. Take another red that way. Throw in Furnace. Actually, do we have Mercy? Yeah, we do. Let's go for that. If anyone still has any other question or anything, let me know, and we'll make sure to go over them. Oh, are there pictures of the pets anywheres? No, but they did show it on stream earlier. I could go take a screenshot of their stream real quick and go bring that on screen. Let me go do that. We were just on Infinity +2. Let me go click back on their thing. Let's see. Twitch.tv/Infinity+2. 1 second. I need to go find where it is. It's probably going to play ad too. Let me make sure I mute it. Videos. Yeah, let me go get an image of them. We do have some spoilers of it. Let's see. Let me go get screen capture on. Some kind of program for it. So we'll go open that. It's playing an ad right now, so I have to wait regardless if I didn't even want to do this. So we got to go and wait till it loads out. There it goes. Unfortunately, the program didn't load in time, though. Let's see. Oh, wait. This isn't the right one. Oops, this is from 6 months ago. I was like, ancient. That's the wrong one. Where's the most recent one that they just did? Videos. There it is. Found it. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't replay an ad. Good. Let me see. Screenshot. There it is. Let me move forward. Why does it keep not letting me move through the stream? There we go. Okay. And... oh, don't clear the board. What are you doing? Go back like one thingy. There we go. Let me go full screen that. Zoom it back some. Get a screenshot. Wait till Doom Skull falls onto the board. Where's the screenshot thingy? I'm waiting till she aligns it perfectly. Just so I can show the Doom Skull too. With the little pet. She didn't really go over the pets that much though. But, there we go. 2 Doom Skulls fell in. Oops, the screenshot didn't work. What are you doing? Why did it not work? Oh, because I didn't put the program on. Duh. Is there an easier way to screenshot than that? I normally just use an alternative program for it. There we go. Good enough. Save image as... let's see. Pet thingy. I'm literally naming it pet thingy. Like, I actually typed that out as its name. Save that to desktop. And there we go. Okay. But yeah, this is the only thing we really have of it so far. Let me go bring the image up. If I can go find it real quick. There it is. Boom. Where's the thing? Window capture, window capture. Oh no, I don't need window capture. Where's my image? Don't I have a random image location? Yes, I do. There it is. Oh, that's my corner image. Oh well, this will be fine to replace it with. I still have that set up from Halloween. Gosh, that is old. Desktop. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I literally just... oh, I named it pet thingy. There we go. I like how that reminded me of it. Because I named it pet thingy. And then make it visible. Wow, that is small. Well, we can make it bigger. There it is. But yeah, there's the Doom Skull thingy. Well, the Doom Skull and the pets. Or at least what we currently see of pets. But yeah, she showed a few of those little guys. I want that dragon so badly. But yeah, those are the ones we have. Right over there. We have the little dove thing. Well, there's several more than how many are there, obviously. But yeah, that is the cutest dragon I've ever seen. It reminds me a lot of... oh, what's his name? Fire Dragon on Twitch, if you've ever seen him. He plays a lot of Nintendo games. Actually, he's playing Mario Party 4 right now, since I'm actually on Twitch right now. I can see it. Actually, Mario Party 1 through 4, if you've never played them, they are amazing. Mario Party, most of the Mario Parties after that were horrible. But I have played all of them, but 1 through 4 was where it's at. If I wish they would go back and make every Mario Party, every new Mario Party like that. But I think he's most well known for playing like Luigi's Mansion World Records and stuff like that. But yeah, that dragon looks exactly like his fire dragon. It's kind of funny, but it's so adorable. I want it so badly. Anyways, those are the pets. Those are some Doom Skulls on the board too, as you can see. They're the same thing as Puzzle Quest Doom Skulls. They explode everything around them and do 5 additional damage, is what they do. Oops, I just answered your question without even looking at it. There we go. Preemptive answer questioning, question answering. But yes, they do 5 additional damage to your skulls, and they explode everything around them. They function in the same way that Puzzle Quest ones do. The only big difference with it is I believe they have 70% mana accumulation instead of 100%, and they have they do not start on the starting board. In Puzzle Quest, it was possible. In Gems of War, it will not be possible. And there's a 10% chance that every skull that falls onto the board will be a Doom Skull specifically. So yeah, that's the thing. I don't think there's really much else to mention about them. But and there'll be troops that can summon it. And of course, we went over those earlier in the stream as far as what all those do. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Let me go remove this thing out the way since it's kind of blocking the entire thing. I was almost about to go start with the other thing. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Image, get that away. Boom. Okay. Oops, and I still have her stream playing in the background. Fail. Let me go X that out. Well, her old stream, her previous stream. And there we go. Well, let's go and, what do we even need here? I guess we'll go for the Divine Isabella. Ishbala. I'll keep pronouncing that incorrectly, apparently. Take a purple herself. And Oh, now we don't have to convert. Well, I guess we'll still go for it, though. Get the Infernus down and go from there. You're almost at 350,000 battles on this hero class now? Wow. I don't even think I have 100,000 on one. I think 70,000 something is my highest at the moment. I am nowhere near having even 100,000, let alone 350,000. That is insane. Which hero class are you using, by the way, that you have that many on? I assume it's not mech. It's probably something like, what, Archer or... I don't know. Could it be mech? Because I know mech used to be popular. I assumed it wasn't really used in Quick Explorer anymore. Is there a viable replacement for Infernus in Guild War teams? Grapple Pot in most situations. Oh wait, no, sorry, I thought you said Wardbreaker. For Infernus, Euro Freyr Mantle is normally the situation on Red Day. For Yellow Day... Yeah, for Yellow and Purple, there's not really a replacement. You'd have to build into the completely different teams. But for Red Day, you can normally replace it with Ural, depending on what composition you're using. As far as the normal PvP battles, you can normally get away with replacing it with Dragon Soul. Well, I guess technically for Guild Wars, you could do that too. Though if you're only running 11 damage Dragon Soul in Guild Wars, that's probably a bad idea. Unless you're specifically just using it for its mana generation and only its mana generation. Oh, are there additional pictures on it? I did see one spoiler on it. Did they add more? I only saw one earlier. Unless they end up posting even more of them. Let me see. Let me go to Facebook, I guess. But yeah, I saw the one that they posted like last week. Did they post more? They may have. Oh, did they make an announcement on it too? I didn't even see that. They did. They made more announcements on it. Apparently, I need to keep checking their Facebook. Oh, it rests on your... Oh, that is so adorable. I need the dragon so badly. Oh, gosh. I need it so badly. Oh, wait. There has a power orb or something on it. Interesting. What is that? But, yeah, that one actually does something. Oh, they are so cute. I want them so badly. When's 3.4? They can't get here quick enough. That is adorable. I didn't even see that. What did they say about it? Let's see. Trying to get to the actual post. Let's see. What's that? A cheeky gif of a 3.4. Today we are showing off one of our favorite upcoming familiars, Lucky the cat. We can't wait to release pets in the 3.4 update. And it's showing this little gif thing. See if I can bring it up on screen. Why won't it load now? What are you doing, Facebook? You can tell I don't use Facebook often. Save video. Did you bring that up? No. Let me show in tab. No, that doesn't work. Never mind. Let's see. There has to be a way to bring this video out. Why won't it let me? Let's see. Seriously. What is it doing? Okay, there's another way to bring this up easily. Let me go under this and do that. And there we go. I guess that will function correctly. Seriously, why does it not let me bring it up in a little thingy? I do not understand that. But good enough. Good enough. Let's see. Yeah, I am Facebook illiterate, apparently. Anyways, let me go bring this up real quick. I'll go put in this little thingy. And where is the little tab for it? Could just give the link too, but this might be easier at this point. We're already this far into it. Window capture. And there it is. It defaults to that window. Perfect. And there it is. Yeah. Let's see. So we'll just go bring that up. And there's a little GIF. It just shows the little pet. It looks like plus 2% to... Oops, it paused the GIF apparently. Plus 2% to EXP from something something. Increases this battle something something levels 5, 10, 15, 20, or I would assume. Purple loot pet, ultra rare rarity. And it says you rescued this pet or something underneath the final thing. Looks like a bunch of accessories or something back in the background there. That or they're all pets back there, which could be a thing as well. Oh, that looks like a parrot. Might want to get that too. They said that some of them are fully cosmetic, while others will also give you bonuses. Apparently, there are different rarities. Like this one's ultra rare, that one's rare. Could take a different amount of time to grind them. I see souls over here, so we might be getting another soul sink, which go farm souls. Farm souls confirmed. Souls right over there. There seems to be some kind of purchasing over here, or some kind of loading bar thing, or some kind of something thing. It says Pet Master something something, and then a bunch of words, which are too grayed out and blurred to see. And we can also see in a power orb image, which you better not need orbs for this. Hopefully it gives orbs as a reward, not as actually needing it for anything. But yeah, that's everything we can currently see from this spoiler image. Obviously it doesn't say that much, but yep, that's everything. Interesting. Nonetheless. Oh wait, was it not even playing down that entire time? Wait, why is it playing on that but not there? Oh, I see. Whenever I click off of it, it stops the animation thing. Anyways, let me go get that off screen. And there we are. Anyways, that's that. Spoilers. Soon TM. We'll go throw that down. Also, let me go give out a redeem code after this. Pet Rhinax. You know, they should give a Pet Rhinax. If Techknife reaches level 2000, they should give him a Pet Rhinax. Okay, wow, what even just happened? We can still easily win this, but that put us back a lot. Actually, let me throw Divine first. Wait, how did that die? Hold up. Wait, what? Oh, I just Ancestry killed my, thing. I was gonna say. Because what else would have killed it? I guess I should have threw a Mercy somewhere in there. It's not that big a deal, though, but still. That's a bit of a fail. I can't even remember the last time I killed her all for Ancestry. And that's that. And down it goes. I didn't even need the extra skull. But you should totally request them to do that. In celebration of you being the first 2000, level 2000. Also, how close are you to level 2000? I know it takes forever and a half to gain a level these days. But I assume you're pretty close, like 70 levels or so. Let's see. Yes, he's still maybe Saurian, or I believe he is. Last I checked he is, or some similar name to that. You only have one Fairish Ra. Which team would you use for soul farming? Dragon Soul, Fairish Ra, 2 Azurus, or Dragon Soul, Fairish Ra, Azurus, Umbra Wolf? The second one. The one with Umbra Wolf. When you have multiple Fairish Ras, like 3 Fairish Ras, it's questionable if you should do an Umbra Wolf or not. But if you are running with just a standard Necromancy, it is always better to do the Umbra Wolf in there. Or I believe it is. I still haven't tested that, but I would assume it is in that instance. Though I don't think it is in the other instance, though again, I haven't actually extensively tested it yet. I know that they're so similar that it's barely even noticeable. But yes, run Umbra Wolf in that particular one. It would be better than another Necromancy because you'll win so much quicker. What do we even need to throw? I guess this Infernus. He's gonna revive on pretty much his entire team, so that'll be a thing. Let's see. My videos continue to be posted without captions. Does that include my streams or all of my videos? But I'll go double check that. Let me actually see where that is underneath settings. I know there is a button for it. I don't know how well it actually functions though. Okay, we'll go throw the Mercy down. Get the Infernus. And kill that out. Let me see. Let me go into the stream setup. Advanced settings. Somewhere's under all this mess should be it. And if I enable it now, it should be enabled forever. Enable slow mode, automatically block spam messages, syndication, caption certification. Let's see. That's just from television stuff. Allow embedding. Age restriction. Stream latency options. DVR. Video statistics. Content declaration. Video location. I did not see it as an option. It is not actually an option there. And that's just monetization, and that's just basic info, which is like tags and everything. Yeah, I did not see the options, at least on the stream side. Maybe on the video side it might have one. Yeah, from what I can see, there is no option for it. There's one caption thing, but it's not related to that. It's related to something completely different than what you're referring to. But yeah, nothing here appears to have that option. So maybe under the actual video itself, but I'll go double check that later. And just leave the page. I didn't change any options. There we go. Anyways, back to the grind. Oh, you're talking in global? What is your name these days? Let's see. 505's greed will be the death of this game. Is that your name now? It is. That's great. I need to upvote your name. That is hilarious. But yes, that is a very true statement. If anything's going to kill this game, it's going to be 505 games. Not Infinity Plus 2. They seem pretty decent at what they do, for the most part. But, yeah. 505 games is going to eventually break this game. Because they're the ones who keep pushing all this extra monetization stuff and all that kind of stuff. We'll go throw that down. What do we need to move around here? I guess we'll throw down the Infernus. Go from there. Get that down. And there we go. Also, I can't believe how long they allow names to be. I'd probably change my name to something really long and creative if it wasn't for the fact I didn't want to lose this one. Because if I change my name to anything that's not Tacet, they will take Tacet. But then again, you technically already can have your name as Tacet. But I don't want this to ever change, the whole thing of our invite code being just that. Because that's still very rare. Also, we have like one of the shortest invite codes in the game as well. Unless people bothered to make names even shorter than 5 characters. But, yeah, I don't want to ruin that. But yeah, I don't even think they have a character limit for how long you can make your name. There are people that have like a wall of text as their name. Because for whatever reason, they had a limit to so many things, yet for whatever reason, there's either no limit or just a ridiculously long limit way above what it should be for name creation. Like it could be like lines along your name. It actually doesn't actually go lines along, it just makes it smaller instead. Trying to see if we have anyone in chat currently with like an absurd long name. I know I don't have anyone in my guild with that, but we might find some through PvP. Which if we keep spamming repick on casual PvP, we'd probably find one. Let's see. Nope, everyone's using smaller names, but they do exist. Those absurdly long, like 2-sentence long names. They're out there. Okay, apparently when we want to find them, we can't find a single one. But they do exist, and it is possible to do it. I still believe it's still possible to do that. That one was slightly long, but not exactly what I meant. Yeah, we're not going to find any. Of course, when you want to find them, you'll never find them. Yeah, we're just going to stop repicking. I'm just wasting my gold at this point. Anyways, back to this. Okay, what do we need to move around? We'll go and take ourselves a red. See if we can get a mercy or anything going around. Yeah, that mercy should be fine. Gives us full mana there. Oh, changing name doesn't change your invite code. Okay. then maybe I'll do it eventually. But then again, doesn't it cost gems every time you do it after your first time? So if I wanted to switch back, it would cost like, what, 50 gems or 100 gems, whatever it costs. I forget what the cost is off the top of my head. But I know it costs gems to some degree. Your first one you get is free, but every one after that is some absurd amount of gems that I wouldn't want to pay. Or some amount. I don't know if it's an absurd amount. I've never bothered doing it. They announced it when it first came out, but off the top of my head, I completely forget what that value is. What do we even need? We'll just take the red, I guess. And see what else we can go do. Take a purple. Get the last little bit of our mana. 200, yeah, I wouldn't want to waste 200 gems. That is a bit too many. Go get a Mercy down. Get the Infernus going. And I guess we'll just go for that. And I'll just need one more poke for him, and we'll easily do it off of skulls. And down it goes. Oh, I didn't give out the second redeem code yet, did I? We still have that really weird one below me, because I haven't been able to get the next one in. But yeah, I don't create the redeem codes. They're all from Salty. I have nothing to do with the creation of the redeem codes. Also, thank you, Shadow Tales, for the subscribe. Much appreciated. Well, let me go give out the next code. Go post that below me. Because we'll probably be wrapping up soon, TM. Let's see, where to go? We'll go and, I'll just go down the line. I've already been going down the line. Oh no! If I keep going down the line, we'll have a really awkward one for Monday. Anyways. But yeah, hopefully we'll have the custom ones for Monday if she actually answers my thing. I think she doesn't get back in till Sunday night, which is Monday morning for them. Anyways, let me go save that, make sure I have it marked. Let me go test it to make sure it actually works, because that would be important to do. Wouldn't want to give out a code that doesn't work, though that wouldn't be the first time. It wouldn't be the first, wouldn't be the last, but I'll go put that in there, I'm not a robot. I still don't understand why you can just click tab enter on it. I felt the whole point of a capture was to, like, track your mouse movement so they could tell if you're a bot or not. But you could just click tab enter and it still works. Couldn't a bot do that so easily? Anyways, type all that in. Get that good to go. And, yeah, let me just go put that into the interface then. Copy paste it over and we'll be good to go. Also, 24 more subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. 2-year anniversary of the channel is on Monday. And we're still trying to reach 8,000 subscribers by then. That is not what I need. Where'd it go? Not window capture. I need a redeem code. There it is. Go put that right in there. Boom. And good to go. That all centered? Close enough. And it is salt is best. With the is spelt with I5? Or is that 1-5? No, that's I5. Because the 1 would have a little thing on it. It's really weird. I'll just copy paste it into chat. And you could easily just copy paste that and it'll type it in correctly. But yes, I believe that's an I and a 5. It should be. Let me go copy this in chat so you can just copy paste it that way. But there you guys go. There's the redeem code. Salty is the best. And off we go. I wonder who created these redeem codes. I can't tell. Okay, we'll go through that in there. What else do we need to move around? I guess we'll take a red. She hasn't been around for a while as well in our streams. She should stop by sometime and tell us about pets. No, she can't tell us about pets, unfortunately. I wish she could. Closest thing we have is that spoiler image on their Facebook that they just posted earlier this morning. Mercy, get that in there. Get the other convert in there. Actually, I don't even need it. Let's throw in Furnace and then do it. And then just roll from there. Okay, alignment. Where are you? Why don't we have you? All the things on the board, and we don't have it. Oh, come on! We would have had it if that didn't counter it out. Okay, well, let's go in Furnace, I guess. Get that down. Get all that rolling. Throw another one down, and we'll be good to go. See if we can get some kind of poke on him. And down it goes. Let's see. There's something else in chat I missed. By the way, if I missed anything else in chat I didn't go over, let me know, guys. Is Fairish Raw not good on farming? It's good for soul farming. It's not good for gold farming, though, no. If your goal is to gold farm, I would not advise using a Fairish Raw on your team if you're specifically only seeking out gold. Because it is a relatively slow troop to use. The only thing his main purpose is just for souls, and souls alone. Okay, let's get a diviner down. See if we can get that rolling. Good enough. We'll do it on, I guess, blue. Barely does any mana, but at least we get the enchant off of it, so we're pretty much full mana now on everything. He'll hit us for a very small poke, then we just go for the explosion, and that's pretty much that. See if we get a divine spell in there. And Infernus for the kill. And it'll die to burn, or to just skull poke right there. And that'll be that. Teach the bots, that's what we need. No, I'm pretty sure that page doesn't get botted. Though I feel like it does get spammed a lot by people multi-claiming it for other accounts. Pretty sure that ends up happening. They might need to look into that though, because it might be overly abused. It's hard to tell though, because it is a small amount of claims that they have on it, and given that it's normally handed out to like hundreds of people at once, that's like enough to kill it out alone. But I know that used to be a bit of an issue in the past. I don't think it is anymore though. Anyways, there's the code. Gives the same thing as always. Oh, I didn't even say everything this time around, but yeah, it gives the your invite code can be seen underneath the options menu. All that has the thing right there. Can only be used on PC mobile. All that gives 2 trader maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. And let's go click on this. I don't actually have to say that every single time. I just do, and it's kind of become a habit. But yeah. Also, me opening them every single time, I by no means have to do that. I just feel like doing it every single time. It's actually not that efficient, too, because it's better to save them for a later time. I just like doing it, because why not? Because you never know when you might get something out of it. Okay, we'll go through the Infernus then. More often than not, it's not anything good, though. Though, theoretically, about every 5 codes we give out, 1 person should be getting a mythic if it goes on the normal drop rate. Even if someone doesn't announce that they did, about every code should be 1 person getting a mythic. Because gem keys are around a 1 in 1,000 chance for a mythic, approximately, in that general ballpark. And somewhere's around 5 redeem codes would be that many claims. We don't know the exact amount these days, but somewhere's around 5 is that many. That many chances total. Okay, we'll throw the Infernus down. Let's see. Is there a glitch with Invasion? That was last tower has full mana, but doesn't indicate. Wait, what? Is there a glitch with Invasion that the last tower that has full mana doesn't indicate? I don't know what you're asking with that. With Invasion, that the last tower has full mana, but doesn't indicate. No, I have not seen that yet. You mean it has full mana, but it doesn't show it has like full mana on it, like the icon or something? I haven't been paying keen attention to it, but no. From my last recall, I don't think it does. It showed 0-16, but it actually had full mana. That's odd. No, I don't recall that happening. Could be a visual glitch. What platform you're playing on? You might want to go report that to them. I have not heard anyone mention that, nor have I seen it myself. Am I celebrating this 420? No, I never celebrate 420. Let's see. Also, what earth are you referring to, Alfie? Let's see. We'll go and throw down, I guess we'll just take a red. Get that in there. Hard to show or reproduce unless you're screen recording. Well, they still like having, like, text-based responses, too. Like, saying, like, how it happened or what platform and stuff like that. And even if you can't, like, show them footage, they still like to know. So that they could address it in the future. It may take them, like, half a year to eventually get around to fixing something. But they do eventually get around to stuff like that. It's just there's a lot of small bugs that they end up fixing. And some they just take longer to get around to than others. Because they either keep forgetting about it or not enough people really report it for them to keep remembering to fix it. Yeah, we got a random map there. Maps are pretty useless, but more maps are better. Hey, maybe our pets will eat maps. I was joking about that earlier, though I'm pretty sure that won't be a thing. Based on that spoiler image, it looks like it's going to be a soul sink, which is decent. But I was hoping that the pets would eat trait stones and maps as food, because that would be a good map and trait stone sink. It's like, how should we go sink all of our trait stones in the game? Oh, just use it as food for your pets. That would actually be a really good trait stone sink. I don't think that's going to be a thing, but I really want it to be a thing. You feed your pets with trait stones. I'm almost guaranteed that's not going to be something you can do, but I wish it was. They need to add something to get rid of all the excess trait stones in the game. They need to stop adding gem sinks and actually add sinks for resources that actually need them. What do we need to even move here? We'll go take that onto blue. Get the mercy. Did we go for that? Sure, why not? Take a scroll down. Take the other scroll down. Take the brown because why not? And I guess we Infernus. So you couldn't really need a friends list when you could just block everyone. I know, it's kind of funny. They added a block list, but a friends list. They basically have an ignore list, but not a friends list in this game. How positive. Eat maps and trait stones and give gems back. Back in the day, instead of getting a treasure map when you did a 7x cascade, you used to get 1 gem instead. I would actually prefer that, because I'd have around, how many more gems would I have right now? I would have approximately 3,000 more gems right now if it was to still have that same mechanic. It still exists, but it only works on your defend. If you ever wonder why you get a random gem sometimes from your defend team, it's whenever your defend team does a 7x cascade, you get a gem. This used to always be the case, even within a battle, but now within a battle you get a map instead of a gem, which when it first got released was better than a gem, though these days, due to the oversaturation of maps and the lack of need to really use them, yeah, there's a lot more maps than people can really use. They come in through so many means throughout the guild, redeem codes, and just not using them because there's no need to play the game mode. They just keep piling up. Oh wait, did they make another post on the Doom Skulls? Wait, let me go check that real quick. 1 second. Doom Skull spoilers, where are they? I'm going to the actual thing. There it is, Doom Skulls. Let me go down to 88, which is the most recent post, or almost most recent post. Let's see. Sorry if it's not about Doom Skulls, but it looks like PC Mobile are finally getting daily tasks. We already knew that. Daily tasks coming in 3.4. It was actually supposed to come in 3.35, but it didn't happen. But yeah, we already knew that. We knew that since we started beta testing it. And I even mentioned it around then. But yeah, we are getting daily tasks next patch. It was supposed to come in 3.5, as I mentioned, 3.35, but they're skipping straight to 3.4. So obviously 3.4 is bringing in tasks, or they should be, unless they decided not to, which could be a thing, but I highly doubt it. They should be bringing them in. Oh, why did I not Mercy instead? But yeah, I'm not sure if it's any different than the actual console tasks, because I've never actually seen the console tasks. firsthand. But yes, PC Mobile is indeed getting tasks, and I believe console is getting tweaks to the current task system they have to be it's the exact same as PC Mobile's task system. So tasks are going to be pretty nice because it's basically free resources for doing something ridiculously simple, which console has had for ages now, but now PC Mobile will also have it. Let's see. Oh, we'll go throw that down, I guess. Should hit a skull there. And down it goes. But anyone just getting here, make sure to use the redeem code below. Should still be active, I hope. We only posted it like 5-10 minutes ago. What reward? 1,000 gold. I know, right? No, but there are rewards like gems, gem keys, stuff like that on it. Or there should be. I sure hope they're still keeping the better resources on it. Yeah, obviously a reward like 1,000 gold is quite pitiful. But that's probably one of the lower rewards. Alright, we'll go grab all that. Get a Divine Ishbala down. Ishbala. There we go. I'll say it right eventually. We'll get a Mercy in there. He's gonna hit us, but it's not gonna matter. Get some Infernus, get Diviner into it, get Infernus back up, keep spamming it, dead. Get that in there. Didn't get Magic, but we did get Enchant. That's actually so much value too, getting Enchant onto all allies, while also doing mana generation on top of that. They made Diviner really strong, actually. Let's see. It's probably one of the few things from the Kingdom I even still use. That and Yagway, obviously, but yeah, those are about the only two. Most of the other things aren't really too particularly noteworthy. No, we'll take that skull. You can actually win this. Never mind. Yeah, he can still get it. Depends what he actually silences. If he silences Infernus, we could have a slight issue. But, wow. We don't even have a convert here. I don't want to do red. I guess green is our option here. Barely does anything. Oh, at least we got magic buff. Okay, good. He didn't silence this one. He went for first slot, and then he's dead. Oh, you're using the clockwork thing? Yeah, I was using that initially. But I think we're actually getting more gold from doing the revenge battles than we are from clearing through PvP quickly and doing the revenge battles than we are from using the Sphinx on our team. Because while Sphinx might be 400 extra gold each battle, every revenge is basically twice the amount of gold. And we can cycle through those a lot quicker for using real teams like this and Queen Titania stuff and, you know, just other stuff in general. Which is what I've been doing for the last, like, hour or so. Which is what we've been grinding out. Also, that initial goal is nowhere near what we actually reached. What did I say at the beginning of the stream? 3 million? Reached 3 million. I think we're at 2.5 million or somewhere around that general ballpark. Which is, yeah, not the initial amount, to say the least. I'll go get this down. Get the Infernus in there. And, oh, oops, I thought he was already dead. I guess we'll go for one more poke, and that'll be that. Trade a troop to get 200 souls? What if you don't have any troops to trade? Level a troop to level 18 to get 2,000 souls? What if you don't have any troop to level? Use 3 troops from Adana 5 times? That one's manageable. To get 3 gems. That's a small amount of gems. Use banner in a team to get a gem, etc. Yeah. So all those would be pretty nice to have around. Of course, most of them would be pretty trivial, though. But still, more resources for doing almost nothing is still nice. At least they probably won't nerf anything, since console has already had it for a while. So they're probably not going to make anything more expensive or anything like that. Sometimes when they increase the amount of resources, they'll, like, revamp guild tasks or do something weird like that. But, yeah, hopefully they won't. They shouldn't, because they seem low enough that guild tasks and just everything else in the game, the economy of the game should be basically the same with and without daily tasks. Not to mention you actually have to put time into them, and if you're doing something like, let's say, like the Adana thing, using a bunch of Adana troops, you're probably going to be winning slower than you would be if you were to just use a normal team. So even though it might give some resources, you're still net gaining about the same amount of resources overall. How to find daily tasks on mobile? They currently don't exist. They're coming in next version, in 3.4. They don't exist on PC Mobile. They only currently are on PS4 and Xbox One. but PC Mobile is getting it next patch. Obviously, I can't show it because we're on PC right now. But yeah, next patch we'll be having them to some degree. Probably the same degree that the console has it. What was I about to go check? Oh yeah, the gold. Wait, we only hit 300,000 gold? Really? Have we been playing that slow? We had to have been. Well, I guess I showed a bunch of stuff earlier, but still. Have I been showing that much? We've got, at least gotten at least an hour and a half effective play. It still seems low, though, for our gold. That seemed a bit towards the lower side. I guess I need to be playing more 2-trophy battles and stop going for the really hard ones. Because I only have to cycle through the, through this game mode section. I don't need to actually go and keep killing the 3 trophies. I just need to keep cycling through and getting revenge battles. Because that would give us the highest amount of gold overall. Is basically do whatever battle will end the quickest, and then just keep repicking it, or not repicking, but you know, quick winning the easier battles until we get a revenge. Oh, I thought that was an extra turn. Apparently not, but we'll go through that in there, and that'll be that. So if we see like a really easy 1 trophy, take it, and then just keep going from there. Or if we see a revenge, obviously take it, because that's the whole point of what we're trying to find. So go grab that. See if we get a Mercy in there. Don't have it. Take a Skull. Extra turn. Very nice. We would have gotten a lot out of that, actually, if we didn't get that. So luckily we did. We'll take the blue to that. Oh, whoops. Okay, good. It cascaded. Wow, that was a double save right there. The previous, right at the beginning, and then again at the cascade. Going very well this battle. Do I have alignment on this? Yes, I do. We can go and throw that down onto brown, so we'll go get that down. See if we can go move this over. Infernus, Ishbala, and should be good to go from there. Hopefully he gives us alignment. Yes, he does. Get the Infernus down. Take the red over. Throw another Infernus down. And then we just have the 1. And how do I take that? I guess we just go for the red skull. The red skull. And Mercy into nothing. And kill it out. And down it goes. I don't know why I did I said Mercy, but then I did Diviner because I converted out purple. Well, as long as we convert out the purple, I guess it doesn't matter which way we do it. But yeah, like go for the easier battle here since it's just an instant wipe, just to get a repick on it for free without paying 1 gem. And keep doing it like that. Our 1 trophy normally isn't this easy though. This is actually ridiculously easy. It's like what, level 66. That is super, super low of a battle. Oh, could I have dropped that? No, I couldn't have. Okay, good. That's fine then. We'll throw an Infernus down. Wow, Infernus just one-shotted the entire enemy team. Good job, Infernus. Very well balanced. No, this is because the battle was so easy. What do we do for this one, I guess? I guess we just stick with 3 trophy. Oh, he's using Annoying Battle, though. This would have been one that we could have maybe repicked with a gem, maybe. I don't want to throw too many gems at it, though. Actually, I should break that down. How much is a gem worth if you were to pay to get it for gold? Because it might actually be worth to constantly repick. If you're looking only for gold, it might be worth it to repick every single battle until you get a revenge. Just constantly spam the repick button. Particularly on Guild War weeks, since you get invaded a lot more on those weeks, since you naturally get invaded at least some amount of times due to just Guild War mode. But, how did he not reach full mana? He just double non-surged. But yeah, I need to go test that real quick. First things first, though. Let me go and Mercy that. I said it again. Diviner that. Infernus that. And then Ishbala dead. Let me go double check. What is the value of 1 gem in gold if you were to insta-buy it? And that is how many we would need to get if we were to repick spam. Let's see. Events. No, that's not what I need to go order. Shop. Golds. There it is. They moved the location. It used to be all the way to the side, but they moved the more expensive one to the front. It's like in reverse order now. It's kind of weird. But anyways, the value of 1 gem in gold is... divide that by 300. 250 gold per gem. Really? That's it? Why does it seem low? 75000 divided by 300. 250. Yep, it is indeed 250. I almost just said 250 gems per gold. 250 gold per gem. So we would have to. Oh, it is actually worth it then if you were to convert your gems into gold by repick spamming. Interesting. I never thought about it like that. But yes. If we just keep, though we would have to have a lot of gems to actually do that. But yes, if we can find a revenge battle within 10 repicks, it is actually worth doing. More so 8, but if we can find it within 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, bad luck, 5, 6. I should probably do it when we're actually invaded a lot. 7, 8, 9. Hello, revenge battles. Rival, that's not what I need. Well, that was a waste of 10 gems. Well, scratch that plan. That would probably work if we were invaded a lot more, but apparently not. Rip. Well, there goes 10 gems. Though there are plenty of ways we could waste 10 gems these days on this game. That's not the worst way we could have done it. Let's see. We'll go through an furnace on it. Actually, let me take a scroll first. There goes Baby Dragon. Let me actually cast Mercy this time. Oh yeah, we could repick by retreating as well. The only problem with that is it makes our win rate look horrible. Which it already looks horrible, but still. Yes, you could repick. You could spam, go into the battle, exit, go back, and keep doing that over and over again. I don't think I would really use that method, though. But it would save you the gems, though it would take longer. Alright, let's just go into this battle then. You couldn't get 2k gold for those 10 gems. Nope, we didn't get anything. Oh, a real treasure gnome. Nice. But yeah, that would be about how much it would be if we were to go and do it. It would be around, well, it'd depend on the battle, but it'd be anywhere from around 2,000 gold to 3,000 or so gold is how much we'd end up getting from doing a revenge battle in additional gold. It's still not really worth converting like that, though, unless you specifically wanted gold out of it. Because if you weren't already going to buy the gems into gold, you would never actually do that, because even though that is on better than the buying gold instantly price, it's still not really that good to buy gold. You can easily just farm more just from doing what we're doing right now, playing PvP a bunch. So you should never really get gold. The only time you may ever do that is when you're first kind of starting off in the game, just to kind of rush a little bit and maybe upgrading kingdoms and stuff. But even then, that's not really that worth it because of how much gold you would actually need. It's much easier just grinding it out because you're already getting several 100,000 per hour. Even at our slower rate right now, we're still getting easily like 150,000 per hour. Because you have to take away all the time that we've been spending going over things this entire time. But yeah, it should be more towards, I've never actually done an hourly rate as of recently, but PvP should be around 200,000 to 300,000 gold per hour, even though we're not getting anywhere near that at the moment, mainly because we've been trying out a bunch of other teams and using slightly less meta teams just because I prefer playing them like this. It's actually a lot quicker to use some kind of Queen Titania team like we were using earlier with Yagway and all that. Hey, 4,000 gold, but I just like using this, but still. Yeah, it should easily be 200,000 gold per hour when you're actually like legitimately playing out PvP. Let's see. Oh, you meant the 10 gem offers 2k gold. Oh, okay, I see. I see what you meant by that now. How many gems do I have to waste to roll into you? Probably my entire stash, because it's never going to roll you. It goes on different tables and everything. and there's a chance that you are nowhere's on it. So I could pick it 1,000 times and it still wouldn't find you. I could do it 5,623 times and it probably still wouldn't find you. That or we did find you in the last 10, who knows. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading off for now unless you guys have any other questions or anything you want me to go over. So do leave the questions, whatever you might have. We will be back later tonight, 7 hours from now, to go over what we'll just be doing invasions and doing dungeons and messing around with stuff. Actually, we don't have anything new to go over unless they're announcing something in that time. You still need a lot of kingdoms to be higher stats or stars. Is it better to focus on farming trait stones or souls? Souls first, then trait stones. It's a lot easier to get souls than trait stones. Plus, as you're gaining souls, you'll also be gaining trait stones. So you can kind of gauge how many trait stones you'll need after you've done all your souls that you need. But yes, definitely do soul farming beforehand. Ideally with a fair Shra if you have, though. If you don't, simply Valkyrie, triple Warlock, or Azurus, triple Azurus. I mean, Azurus, triple Azurus. I mean, Dragon Soul, triple Azurus. Or Dragon Soul, double Azurus, Umber Wolf. Or, you know, any of the standard kind of soul farming teams. Ideally with fair Shra, but not required. But, yeah, easily 20,000 plus per hour, regardless of which decent soul farming team you're using. So, yeah, you could easily get your kingdom, or all of your troops leveled. I think it currently costs about 2 million souls to fully level every single troop within the game. So if you're working towards all 5 stars, you would need somewhere around that many, though it's actually quite a bit less than that because you're not going like fully max, you're just trying to get them all upgraded. Plus you do a kingdom at a time if you want to. So you wouldn't, even though it's like 2 million or something souls seems intimidating, per kingdom it only comes down to like what, 30,000 or so, or something like that, 30, 40,000. So it's a lot less intimidating when you break it down like that. You could basically do 1 kingdom per day and have it all done in a month if you really broke it down that way. So you just have to kind of pace it out over time. Let's see, gold farming for the first for level 10s, and then soul farming to level stuff, and then explore to trade everything. Basically, I did a video on it. It's the Star Kingdom level thing, where I explained it elaborately. But the basic to getting 5-star kingdoms is level everything as far as you can possibly level it within a kingdom. Then get the common fully traded. Then first trait every other troop in the kingdom. Then fully trait the rare. And by this point, you should pretty much be maxed out to have 5 stars, assuming it's not a kingdom that requires like 8 to have it maxed. If it's something that has like 10 plus within the kingdom, you should be able to get away with that at that point. But yeah, basically just fully level everything. Or first, make sure everything's fully ascended with however many copies you have. Then fully level everything. Then traits the commons. Any commons are in the kingdom. Then first trait everything in the kingdom. Then fully trait the rares. And then fully trait whatever troops you actually need within the kingdom. Then fully trait the ultra rares. And sometime within all of that, you should have easily have hit 5-star kingdom. Likely by the point in which you've traded all the rares within the kingdom, you should have probably reached it. Also, you can also split that up a little bit differently if you see that slightly cheaper. Like you can go and double trait the rare and then single trait the ultra rare, and it will serve the exact same purpose and stuff like that if you don't specifically need whatever troops you're trading. And of course, you could just go and trait whatever troops are actually useful. Of course, that's a thing. It's just, of course, the higher rarity you go, the more expensive it is to trait them, and the longer it takes overall to get to 5 stars. But you'll have to do it eventually anyways. Dragon Soul, Azurus, and what? Oh, Dragon Soul, Azurus, and Umber Wolf, or Dragon Soul triple Azurus. Or if you have Fair Shras, you incorporate Fair Shras behind it as well, in places of Azuruses. Why fully ascend first? The cost of troops do not get any more expensive when you upgrade them. But no, ascending a troop does not increase the soul cost, nor does it increase the trait stone cost of a troop. It has absolutely no effect whatsoever on the expense of troops when you ascend them. Their cost is always based on their base rarity, not on their current ascension. So it doesn't matter when you ascend them. It's probably one of the biggest misconceptions to newer players as well in this game. Because it doesn't really explain it that well anywhere within the game. But yeah, Ascension has no effect on the actual costs related to the troops. So a common fully ascended to Mythic still drops in the same ways from keys as it always would as a common. It still has the exact same soul cost as a common, and it still has the exact same trait stone cost as a common. Even though it's ascended to a mythic, it still has all the properties of a common, pretty much, as far as expenses and how it's obtained. It shouldn't have been more expensive, unless you accidentally thought it was a different rarity troop and you were comparing two different ones. It could also have been that they tweaked the soul cost, but I don't believe they've tweaked soul costs in the last, like, year, or almost 2 years now. They did it quite often, like, the first year, but these days I don't think they've really touched it much. But yeah, it should be exactly the same. You might have just looked at two different rarity troops on Exton or something. But yeah, it has to be based on their base rarity. It's always based on their base rarity. Also, there's Tech9 saying hi to us in global chat. We'll say hi back, even though he's literally in our own chat in stream. Anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading off for now. I don't think there was any other questions and all that. Unless I missed one. I don't think I did. Anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I will see you all either later tonight or some other time. Hopefully 3.4 soon TM. Pets are looking quite interesting. And they keep spoiling it, but they're not actually giving us the patch yet. Hopefully it's right around the corner, but we'll have to see. Who knows? Maybe it'll be next week. That'd be amazing. But, yeah, we'll see what happens with it. Definitely looking forward to it. And, of course, we'll be having a lot of stuff to go over once that does get launched. But anyways, I'll see y'all later. Have a wonderful rest of your week. And thank you for stopping by. Goodbye, everyone.